It's nothing wrong with that. All right. It's scratch and burn. I'm really starting to think about changing the name of this to Fat Man Smoking. Hairy Man Smoking, something like that. Because when nobody comes up here, that's all the fucking show is. And I just realized I fucked up. I done fucked up. And I just realized I fucked up. I done fucked up. There, it's fixed. One person watching. Somebody has as much shit to do on this fucking Tuesday night as I do. Hey, Trinity, what's going on, man? Oh. saw a funny fucking court trial today. This chick had a genetic defect where she doesn't grow hair on her face or her body. She grows hair on her head, but nowhere else. So she went to get microblade done and found the cheapest place she can get it done. And they fucked up. And she's trying to sue them for fucking up her face. She was going to get eyebrows put on. They fucked up her face. Bitch, you get what you pay for. Oh, this is going to be another one of them streams. The occasional person saying, hey, and oh, man. Yeah, I know my internet sucks. Fucking StreamYards ain't got to sit there and tell me. Let's see. It's another boring stream. It honestly surprised me. I have followers. I still have subscribers. Because I don't put nothing out worth watching. Unless y'all gonna join the cigarette counting committee. Fuckers who count how many cigarettes I smoke while on stream. No, just seeing. It says I got 4 people watching, but my fucking phone in it. No, it says 4 people. I think it's because I changed the name. Well, 4 people fucking watching. 3. No. Anyone can jump on. I bounce off motherfuckers. I don't hold attention.
What up, Johnny?
Not much, man.
I was going to join a minute ago, but my kids are driving me nuts, so I had to sit there in like the backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was on the thing that said join for like goddamn 10 minutes because I had to go deal with the kids and I didn't want to do that on panel, you know?
Yeah, all good, man. It's
They're all good.
kids come first.
Oh, they do. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Almost didn't jump on, but I was like, I can't let Johnny run his panel alone. Shit, I got to get up here and at least talk to him.
I do all the time, man. That's why
I
it's
know
called
I do. Yeah, because we're out of gas.
That's what's called crash and burn.
We're gonna watch it all burn. What's been new with you, Johnny? You get some milk?
Yes, I got some milk.
Vic would be happy. I ask that all the time because I know Vic Ferrari would care. He doesn't ever come into your chat, but what? Couple fountains. I know, but I don't. Bro, that thing's gonna run out of gas for fucking sure, dude. It is so empty now. Like the last time we put gas in this cup, like a little bit ago, man. And then we drove. What I'm telling you, if the gas wasn't fucking $7.50,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it's 7:09 and then like 7:51.
Hey, be glad you're not Utah. Utah.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
Utah's gas is like $12.
Wow. Almost want to go to Utah, but then again, if Utah's gas is $4 and mine's $7, imagine when mine was $4, theirs would have been like $2. You know what I mean? Like $1.50.
It's 12.
Wait, where'd you say it's 12 at?
Utah is 12.
12 a gallon?
There was a guy on YouTube said, "Yeah, look at this bullshit. 5 gallons of gas for $71."
Holy mother fuck.
It was like 5.5 gallons. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
They can't continue this. What? Oh my God. Because your door was open. One of the cameras went gray. That's because it's starting to get dark. And so the cameras, they turn on their night vision when they get dark. That's why the camera goes gray like that a little bit. So it can see in the dark, sweetheart. Just trying to be upset. One of the cameras turned gray, Dad. She thought it broke. I was trying to tell her that's you're 6 and you don't understand, and the camera didn't break. Don't worry. I had all my security cameras from my farm, and I hadn't set them up yet at my house here, so the other day I went through and hooked them all back up. So that's the kids are all like, "Wow," because they haven't seen them in a while. And it's funny how like everybody just wants to sit there and watch the security camera like it's a show or something. Like, what the hell's that all about?
It's reality TV.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah.
Try and get them to go out there to fuck with it. No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they do. And then I find myself watching my cameras too. Like, I don't understand. I'll sit right there in front of them, and shit ain't nothing going on, but I'll sit there and watch them.
Oh, back when I was watching my roommate's dog after she moved out.
Yeah.
I'd fuck with him. With my
fuck with him.
I have those talking security cameras.
Oh yeah.
I would switch between cameras and call for him. He'd run to the room.
What the fuck's going on? What's going on, man? That's funny as hell. No, my one thing that I wish my cameras did was pick up sound, but they don't though. They're just visual. Like there's an adaption thing I could put on there so it has its little microphone, but I didn't want to do that. Fuck, I already spent a bunch of money on getting the damn thing. I actually fucked up and got wired cameras, right? Which I should have got all the wireless, but I didn't have like an ass ton of money when I went and got them.
So I was like, the cameras is you got to keep them charged.
Yeah, the wireless ones, yeah.
Yeah.
These ones though, they're like that permanent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're on all the goddamn time.
Yeah, mine. I had that issue one time because I actually had someone break in my fucking house.
Yeah. That's why I have mine up, is to prevent it from ever happening.
Just so happens I'm going to go check the fucking cameras.
Yeah.
Because I noticed my front door was open, so I checked the cameras, and they're fucking dead.
The one fucking time you need them. And of course, that motherfuckers ain't working.
I forgot to charge them. Normally I charge them once every 2 weeks. And I'll do it while I'm sleeping.
Isn't that about how it goes, too? The one fucking time you need them. Fuck no. Right?
Yeah.
Fuck no. It ain't gonna work.
But yeah, I've kept the charge since then.
I bet. I've
actually rigged up I got a little battery pack for him now. Got one of the external batteries and just have it hooked up to charge all the time.
That's funny. Bro, the infrared on my cameras, they can see the camera on the phone because I'm on my phone talking to you, and obviously the camera could come on if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. The fucking my infrared camera, it can see my it's weird, dude. It's like all sparkling and fucking, dude, that's really weird. There must be something happening on the phone in infrared. Why does it see it blinking in like that? That's, bro.
Infrared
light, it's the camera. It's showing.
Yeah, it'll reflect off the camera.
No, I mean, like, it's blinking on like the part that's my. Let's see.
That's your camera. Your front-facing camera, or back-facing.
Oh, it's not. It's something up in the. It's something I can't see with my eyes. There's something in my top corner of my phone I've never seen with my eyes before. But my phone but my fucking camera can see it in infrared. It's really weird. Whoa.
Feature.
Yeah, there's something on. Oh, you know what it's fucking seeing, dude? You know what it's looking at right now is the fucking one of the antennas, like the cell phone or the cell antenna, or it's looking at the Wi-Fi antenna thing. That's really weird. It can fucking totally see it like flashing and. I've never seen my phone in infrared before, Yeah,
that's why you got to be careful about fuckers wearing those light up hats.
Yeah.
With sunglasses on.
Yeah.
They actually sell sunglasses that have infrared tint. To where
shit!
It'll show a glare and it'll show people where the cameras are.
Oh shit! So if I can keep my cameras in infrared mode all the time, they'll see if people got shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's wicked, bro. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, infrared will reflect off the lens.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what it keeps seeing on the top of my phone then. So that's cool, man. Like if that's cool, bro. Not that I ever have anybody in my house that I don't trust, but that's really cool, bro. Like that it will see that, you know what I mean?
And
So just in case, I doubt that I ever will have someone here like that, but just in case, that'd be cool.
For those paranoid fuckers, if you have infrared lights in your in the bill of your hat, it lets you blur out your face.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
On infrared cameras, you'll just see a glare.
No, I put them up just to kind of, you know, I don't know, feel right. You know, I mean, I did pay for the fucking things, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'd been sitting for shit, I don't even know how long, because I was setting my house all up, and then I wanted to set them up one day, and then, you know, smoking weed, procrastinating. And I was like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow turned into like fucking months. Finally, I just was like, you know what? I need to do this. So I just fucking was like, it starts with one step, you know? And I went in there, found them. I couldn't fucking find them at first. I didn't even know where to fucking put them. And then I did find them, and then they were in a big fucking mess because the day that I moved, I was kind of in a hurry when I left my farm because there were fires and it was hot as hell. And you know what I mean? I was kind of in a hurry, so I bagged everything up quickly and I didn't wrap shit up. And so when I did find them, they were just in this big spaghetti mess of fucking cords and shit. And I was like, oh my God, what have I done? You know?
With fires, you were lucky you didn't just plan to snip and keep going.
Yeah, right. No, it was crazy, dude. The fire went to this place called Whiskey Town, which wasn't real far from me. It was like only a half an hour away, and I know how fast fires can move, and it pretty much tripped our shit all the way out where we were like, you know, fuck the farm. Like, God, fuck this place, man.
Hey.
And we ran off to the mountain, you know, because I know that if everything tries to burn, it can only burn so far up the mountain, man. You know, like where the tree line ends is where the fucking fire is going to end.
Yeah. Maybe.
Mm-mm. Can't burn rock. Can't burn glacier snow, and you can't burn rock, buddy. So if them trees are gone because they got no more oxygen, there ain't no bushes, there ain't no grass, there ain't no nothing because the air's too thin, there ain't going to be fire, bud.
Just
guarantee it.
To make it skip that bare spot.
Well, a cherry can go down the hill and burn the rest of the damn forest, but it can't go up the fucking hill. Shit, the higher you go, shit, you know Mount Shasta, you have to wear fucking oxygen at the top of this bitch.
Shit.
Yeah, it's that tall, dude. Like, you got to wear oxygen up that motherfucker. You're going to die.
There was a dude that did a stream from the top of Everest.
Yeah?
And it's not worth climbing no more.
Oh, yeah, just because it's trash and so much and so many people and fucking trash. Yep.
There's a fucking line to get to the summit.
Fucking line to get up there, and then on top of that, just so much trash, and then on top of that, 1,000 people in your fucking way. Yeah.
Yes.
You only get 2 minutes till the next dickhead wants to go up there.
It's like the one place you think there's not going to be a fucking line at the top of the tallest mountain in the world.
Yeah. And you need to queue. Yeah, and you need to queue. Good grief.
Damn it. I
like Mount Shasta. It's not like none of the tallest or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't get to hold any kind of. It's not even. It's tall as a bitch, but it's not even like, you know, one of the. It's only 14,000 or something like that.
It's tall enough to get the rush.
It's tall enough, though. I know that. And I know that people have died up there. And 2 weeks ago, some climbers went up there and got lost and died. Yeah. So it's not a thing to take lightly. It is a real fucking mountain, man. Like a real fucking one. And even worse than that is it's a goddamn volcano. It ain't even a fucking mountain. This motherfucker's a volcano. And it's still active.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's like the real trip about it. That's why I look at it every day and thank it for not blowing its shit and killing us all. And I really do. I look at it and be like, "Thank you. You're so pretty. Please don't blow up and fuck us up." Even though some of us might deserve this shit, like, please don't. Oh boy, Johnny, I'm glad you opened your panel, bro. I'm glad you're a cool dude. Like, thanks for opening panel, man. I was kind of almost wanting to get in a rotten mood earlier, man. I had some shit happen with, like, I don't know. I thought this person was like a friend. Like, at least I was friendly to them, and they have children and stuff. And I felt bad for him because he broke up with his girl or whatever, and then got part custody of his kids. But he didn't really have anywhere to stay that was adequate, and he kind of found this place, and it was just, I don't know, it was fucky. And I was like, bro, you could probably kick it a little bit, And I made the worst mistake, dude. I fucking realize right now, and I kind of knew, you don't ever let anyone stay with you, because this is how they squat, and this is how they fuck you up, especially out here in Cali, man. It's a fucking problem, dude. And I knew, but I was like, you could stay a couple nights, especially with your kids. I don't want them out there in the cold and suffering. And you know what I mean? My like sympathy and empathy overrided my judgment. But yeah, and then this person, like, I felt like started taking advantage of me and started like making way too many comments. And bro, Johnny, bro, check this out. We were kicking it, right? And I'll put this shoe on both feet, okay? Like, let's say, dude, we were badass homies. We've been to the gathering a couple times, man. Fucking, you know what I mean? I totally know you, homie, bro. Like, we got all the same clique. We've been kicking it, you know what I mean? And some bad shit happens, and I let you stay, or you let me stay, right? How are we gonna act to each other? I would think that when I'm there, I'm gonna try to be like out of your fucking hair and just act like gone as fast as I can. Be grateful that you even let me fucking be somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Earn my keep the best I can, make you laugh, make it not uncomfortable, right? And the very second that you knew it was uncomfortable, what the fuck would you do? What would you do if you knew? Because I know my answer, I'll fucking bail. But what's Johnny gonna do? Same thing, right?
Yeah.
I know when I'm not wanted.
What's up,
Oh shit!
You all right, man? You mad about something again?
No. I'm just talking about a real life situation.
Every time I get on the panel, man, you're mad about something, man. You need to mellow out like fucking Johnny, man. Look at him. He ain't mad about shit.
Did it sound... I love you, Vic. I love you so much, you motherfucker. You tried to...
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, you fucker. No, I'm not mad. I was trying to talk to... But go ahead.
I can only imagine what the hell you're like if you don't smoke any weed. If you didn't smoke weed, man, what the hell?
I'm usually really good...
Being this geared up all the time and you smoke all that weed. If you didn't smoke, you might fucking be killing motherfuckers.
I love your perspective, Vic. Maybe a long time ago when I was trained for this in the military, your statement may have been true, but it's most certainly not, bro. And I like that you're grinding me, but no, I'm not.
Hey, I love you, bro.
In bad mood all the time.
Hey, and you know that, man, because like I said, I'm setting up my exit from YouTube, man. And the people I want to keep in contact with, I'm getting their information, man. And you're one of them people.
I appreciate that, bro. And, I appreciate that, bro. You're cool shit.
I feel the same way about Johnny, man. But I think I have a feeling he's kind of just doing his own thing out there, man. And you don't want to get mixed up in whatever the hell I got going on. There's a guy here, man. I seen him a couple weeks ago in a shirt, and I was like, whoa, man, what's going on?
Wait, who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah, the universe is tilted, man, because Johnny's wearing a shirt.
Yeah, that's only when I'm at work.
No.
Johnny's wearing a shirt. Trinity don't got no damn drama. What the fuck is the world coming to?
Christ, man. So what the hell's going on, brother? You in all seriousness, man?
No, I'm all right. It's just that you stepped in the middle of a story, so it was.
You talking about the cat that was living with you?
Yeah.
Trying to, yes. I was just telling Johnny, and that it was frustrating to me, and and then I ended up having to remove this person.
All right, I'm going to tell you a couple things, man. Real quick,
yeah, go ahead,
man. You could take them for for what they are, man. This
Yeah.
is just my life experience and things that I've learned.
Yes,
Number
please.
one, if people show you who they are, believe them.
Yes.
And that goes for you, and that goes for your daughter, man. I didn't get a whole lot of opportunity to talk on the panel that night about what she was going through, but Dennison, he hit that right on, man. People
He
show
did.
you who they are, believe them, because that shit ain't changing unless they want it to change. Number two, the number one priority that you have is you
Mhm.
and your two young children,
Mhm.
and you want to help
Yes.
people, and and that's a great thing, man. I try to
Right.
help people all the time, but if I think in any way that it affects my boys,
Mhm.
I just move forward, man. There's certain people in this town that are in recovery that I don't want them to know where I live, because I know what the drama they bring along with that. And if they come over
Right.
here and they somehow interfere with the safety, well-being, or peace of my children, well, they're gonna see
It ain't gonna be good.
they're gonna see the side of Vic that I really don't want anybody to see,
Well, to
because
have to experience
yeah,
again.
because
Yeah, it's the same thing as
it's not a good one, man. And the other thing is, you put healthy boundaries. Hey, you know what? I'm willing to help you, but if you get outside of this boundary, man, you're out.
Mhm.
And that's whether it's recovery, whether it's a living situation, whatever the interaction might be with you or your kids. And it doesn't even have to be your kids; it could just be you. You know what I mean? Or me. And if
Right.
somebody's threatening my peace of mind, or especially my sobriety, that's
Yes.
outside the boundary and structure of what I'm doing. And I've had
Mhm.
really good friends that I've had to say, you know what you're doing and the way you're talking, and not even that they're drinking, but the negativity that they're bringing to me is
Mhm.
is affecting my potential sobriety. And so I tell them,
That's
you
this
got
exact
you
situation.
got to
Other.
yeah, you got to
Yeah.
go over there now, because I can't have that. And for you,
That's
maybe it's
this
not just the
exact
sobriety, but
situation.
it's
Oh,
your
go ahead.
kids, man. You're and whatever your peace of mind is. Fuck them.
Exactly. Vic, I have to first I have to apologize that sorry I have a little bit of ADD and I want to contribute, but I don't mean to. That's why I stopped you. Because I don't want to overtalk you,
No,
right?
man. You know what, bro? I'm gonna tell you this too.
I don't want to interrupt.
No,
Like I
no.
want to hear you
Where
for
I
sure.
came in back into YouTube those couple days
Uh-huh.
was I got back into Joe's stream, and it was right back where I'd let off after those 5 days away from YouTube. And it was
Mm.
Dave this and Dave that, and this guy
Oh,
said
I
this,
know,
and what are you
right?
guys gonna do? And my son knocked out that motherfucker. And I was like, hey man, you know what, guys? I'm fucking out of here, man. You know what? After 5 days, you guys are still going through the same bullshit. The fuck you
Right?
guys doing, right? And then I think it was either later that day or the next day, I had gotten into your stream,
Yeah, and I brought the
and
shit up.
and you were like, hey, I want you to come in here and talk about this, and
Yeah.
Dan and I think Nikki, whoever was in there, they had
It
their
was
opinions, and
Dennison and it was
it was
Dennison and Nikki and you
yeah.
and
And
I.
but here's how I look at things, brother. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at them. I look at things like this. It's all internal, right? My
Hmm.
reaction to what happened that day was because of someplace that I was. Because
Right.
I could have jumped in and over talked them and said, "Hey, shut the fuck up. Hey, I'm going to talk
Yes.
now," or had the
Mhm.
conversation with you. But it's somewhere
Mhm.
that I was where, for whatever reason, I didn't think that my voice was being heard. But that's an internal thing.
It was
It
an
has
internal thing
it has
because
it has
I
it
did
has
hear
nothing to
it,
it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do
and
with
my
what I
daughter did
heard.
hear you too, and I texted you
I
and told
just
you that
yeah.
too.
And the things that they that they said were right on. And I
Mhm.
think what happens here in the YouTube screets, as you guys like to call them, I think people get so caught up in these panels with so many people. Everybody wants to talk, and everybody's thinking about what they're going to say next, and blah 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 blah, that they've lost this this way of communicating with people that we've done for so long. The way that I communicate with people is I give my perspective, I say what I want to say, and then I give somebody else the opportunity to say something. Right? But
Correct.
what I've seen on this YouTube stuff is somebody says something, the other person starts to say something back, and somebody else or that person will jump in, and you know that's
And
what I saw
interject with their opinion as well.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, do I get a chance to say what I want to say, or that's the conversations that's how I conversate, and I see
Sometimes,
that with certain, yeah.
sometimes
And, you know,
different rooms and different people and
Well-
different tempos of conversation, we have to act accordingly if we want our voices heard.
No, I understand. I understand that, and that's where when you get on a place like the Shit Show or
Yeah.
even Dr. Dave's, and you got like 9-10 people up there. Even Hippie tries to do his best to keep it, you know, to something different. But when you get so many people up there, and again, nobody's really listening to what everybody's saying. They're already thinking about what they're going to say next, and they're going to jump into it, and that's just not how I, as an adult, have a conversation, you know. But again,
Nor
like I
should
said,
you.
yeah. But again, like that night, I mean, that day when all that went down, I really had to look at myself and be like, all right, what are you really mad about here? You know, are you really
That's awesome
mad?
that you did that, Vic.
No, that's
I
what
want you to know I didn't judge you in any way, and I wasn't
Thank you.
upset. Only thing I had remorse for was that I thought that maybe I wouldn't get the opportunity to talk to you again, which
Nah, man.
gave me great
Nah. It's
What do
like,
you
you know
mean?
what? I mean, it's so again, it's like, okay, what is really going on in here? What's really going
Mhm.
on in here is that Trinity is asking for some help for people that he respects in this community to
Yeah.
give him some advice for whatever's going on with their daughter. One thing that I didn't like
Yes.
that Nikki did, and I'm going to address this with her at some point when I'm on
Okay.
a panel with her, is because
Yeah.
she asked your daughter and Dennison did it a little bit too, but it was more Nikki. They were making suggestions and observations and questions without any context. And that's why I was trying to
Right.
ask your daughter, hey, what's the context of what's going on here? Because Dennison was going off on his whole tangent, and then Nikki was like, do you have a sponsor? And that's why I was like, wait, does this have to do with recovery? Is there a substance abuse issue? And your daughter was like, somebody was like, no, this isn't what's going on here.
Correct.
They were already jumping to conclusions that, you know, she was in some sort of recovery and all
Yeah,
that.
not at all. Yeah, it was
Right.
just more that
Right.
somebody was on the
Right.
trend,
Right.
and
But they were already in their own narrative and making their own judgment on what was happening there. And it was like, yeah, you guys are giving advice to somebody, but you don't even understand what the hell is going on. Who's this person? Why are they asking for money? What really happened?
Right.
Is there, you know, that's what I was trying to get.
and that's what you asked, and those were
Yeah.
the right questions
Yeah.
to ask.
Right.
Mhm.
And then they
'Cause it
jumped
did matter.
in and just, you know, went on this whole like thing. And I agreed. I mean, a lot of what Dennison was saying. You know, I think he's a smart dude, man. But at the
Mhm.
same time, I think he and then not just him, but people just need to back down a little bit and listen to what other people are saying, because no matter how intelligent you are and how knowledgeable you are on a topic, there's always something to be learned. And that's what people don't see. And I'll tell you
Very
somebody
much.
else that I get that feeling from. And again, I've never been on a panel with her, but I've listened to her talk, and I think some of it is just a character and for fun. Is Ellie.
Mm.
Ellie likes to play this
So-
role of someone who is one step ahead of whatever the program might be. And I think,
Even though she might not always be.
right. Well, of course, nobody always is.
Right.
You know, so I think, but I think part of it is an act that she's playing, or a role that she's playing. I've heard her talk about, you know, the YouTube theater and, you know, and all that. And I think part of it is that, but she comes across as you know, very condescending at times to people.
Oh yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't like that. But
So anyway, though, Vic, I'm glad you're up here, and thank you for
Yeah, Yeah, I've
expressing
completely
that shit.
dominated this, man, and Johnny's sitting back there thinking, "Hey, man, what the fuck are these guys talking about, man?"
I don't know, Johnny.
My stream's normally dead, so
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
let it
Oh,
roll.
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's like, yeah, let's make the.
Hey,
Actually,
I gotta tell you guys, man. As far as the characters and people that I've come across on YouTube, in fact, I was just over on Drinks and Discussions for about 2 hours on a discussion about a whole lot of things. Nick Volt was up there. I know Trinity knows Nick and Brian. I don't know if you know Brian and Megan. They were on there. But you two guys, man, are two of my favorite people and characters that I've met through YouTube. Yeah, and that's sincere, man. And I don't say those things just to appease people and stay on panels and any of that nonsense. Um, Trinity and I have had a lot of long discussions about a lot of things, man. And I respect
oh
where he's
yeah,
coming from. I do have a kind of a serious question for him in a minute, if that's
yeah,
cool.
go ahead. Yeah,
And Johnny, I love the lifestyle, and more so than that, I love the storytelling, brother. Man, you're one of the greatest storytellers I've met in my 50 years on this planet. For the understatement of things, the leaving it kind of hanging there, us thinking, oh, here comes the punchline. And they're like, oh no, wait, that was there's no punchline. That was it. Is brilliance, my friend.
Well, see, that's the beautiful thing. All the stories I tell are real life.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's not always the punchline. Sometimes
Right,
it
exactly.
just ends.
Yep, that's it. And it's like, and then what? And again, what it is, and what I love about you, and I love about certain people, is the sincerity of it. It's not that you're making this character and putting out these stories so we can wait for the punchline, so to speak. It's just how you. It's just you. Hey, here's what it is, man. I work at a grocery store, and yet I don't have any milk.
I got milk. I finally got milk.
but that's just and it's like what? I guess it's how it is, man. Or what was it? My aunt hit me up, and you're like, and I said, just meet me at Thanksgiving, and that's you, man. And it's hey, it's real.
he has a good way of telling stories. That's for sure.
Well, it's brilliant, man. It's brilliant. It's brilliant without trying to be brilliant, and that's the great part.
I figured the best way to not get called out on YouTube is be truthful about everything you fucking say.
Yep.
Because then you're, hey, look, this is what fucking happened. You don't get your shit twisted.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And you heard it from the horse's ass right here, man. I told you.
So here's the serious question.
Let's go on it.
If you guys are cool with that.
And then when we're done, if Johnny's okay, I want to go back to the original thing because I kind of want more guidance from what's going on. So I know that I'm doing okay on my own, but it just feels better to have like-minded or even not individuals. It feels good to have people that you respect to confide in. So.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Go ahead and ask your questions.
I didn't mean to commandeer all this, man, but
it's okay.
So and the question kind of has to do with the trolls that you have, right, Trinity?
Okay.
I think what was it, Grim? I think he was just a good old troll, and he kind of went on his way. There was nothing personal there.
Correct.
But it sounded like Mark, and then into
Pappy Duke,
especially this Pappy Duke guy.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be coming with
trying to be more personal.
Well, yeah, personal knowledge and personal accusations, and my question is, why do you think that is? And is there any
to try to get under my skin
Is
in
there
any
any
way they
is
can.
there any validity in just anything out there that they're talking about, or is just
I
nonsense?
without context of knowing anything that they'd say, I don't know, but I would say this: I don't have a criminal record.
Okay.
I have a security clearance. I've been in the fucking military, like I said.
But
I've
Pap,
never did a mistruth up here. No, I think what he said was what was the real reason I left South
yeah, he
Dakota,
keeps
which was
talking
why I
about
was
why you
yes,
left South Dakota and all that. I mean, I
yes.
don't. I mean, that
And
seems
I've
like
explained it since the
okay,
very first day I've been
okay,
on YouTube because I wanted to come to my heaven. I wanted to take my children to my heaven, and actually, I'll address that
okay.
quite clearly. Um, I once lived in a very tyrannical and tyranny state that I believed. They
Yeah.
oppressed me all the time by telling me I couldn't enjoy a plant. They reinforced that I could drink and that I could work my job and that I could buy my house and stuff. I did these things and I found out that much of that was a lie. If you drink, you become an alcoholic, and many bad things happen. And if you work your ass off, you're not guaranteed your house in the woods. Anyway, with this, I started to believe a lot of things about my state that I didn't like. Okay. Then the thing happened with my children, whereas the other parent didn't fulfill their end of parenting, which left me in a situation that I would have to be the sole provider for them.
Okay.
And I won full custody of them over 3 years ago. It was
But let
right
me
before Christmas.
let me ask
We,
you let me
hold
ask you
on,
this
we
though.
lived
No,
there.
no, no. Okay.
COVID happened, okay?
Okay.
It took away my job where I was gonna. We had this beautiful apartment right next to my job. I walk right to work and shit. COVID happened and screwed it all up, which didn't screw it up because Trump came that same year and we had fireworks. In fact, it was record breaking profit for my boss. But he didn't open up the store fast enough, forcing me to make a major decision about rent and about where I lived. So knowing that all of my family lived here in California and having very little support left in South Dakota, whereas that my family lived here now, I followed suit. I decided that I would risk everything. I'd get rid of my entire life, put my children in a truck and drive 2 days across the country. I didn't even know if I would make it, but I did. I landed in a place that I didn't understand. I didn't know. It was frightening to me. But my family was here, and I finally had that support system. I was blessed to get my farm. I lived on it. It was amazing and wonderful until the fire came and until the heat came. It killed all my plants. The other parent tried to show up and cause problems for me, which didn't get to work because I am the sole, custody.
Yeah, yeah.
I have that. Okay, so it didn't work. They left. That kind of made me realize that the farm really wouldn't be adequate unless I had a huge support system with me. I couldn't quite do it alone with two minor children and my friend with schizophrenia. It ain't gonna fucking happen. So we came and we found our beautiful house in Mount Shasta, and we've been happy ever since. My life is heaven. I love everything about my life. The only things that kind of make me upset are I don't know very many people here. The people I do meet here, it's totally my choice and it feels great. Like that's so empowering, man. I don't have to be your fucking friend if I don't want to. You're not someone's cousin or brother, or I didn't go to high school. I don't know you, so I don't have to know you. In South Dakota, I was kind of forced to know you. Anyway,
Okay.
here it's my choice. That's frightening, both but empowering. Here, my whole life has been from my hands, and I've transformed so much. This is why I resonate with a phoenix. I've gone through so much in my life, and I've thrown away judgment. I've thrown away all of these. My ego. I let my ego die one day in the river. I went to the water at the headwaters, and I said to the mountain, to myself, to God, to the universe, I don't know and I don't care. I said, I surrender and I need help. And I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And you know what happened? Nothing. But I felt a little bit better, and it washed away with the water somehow. I went and smoked a bowl with my brother, felt a little bit better. The very next day, blessing after blessing after blessing. My life has been a dream since then. Since that day, I have a badass Jeep outside. I live in a huge ass house. I mean, fucking huge, man. The forest is all around me. My children are thriving. They're not surviving. They're totally thriving. My oldest daughter is doing well. My grandbabies are happy. Both my brothers are happy. My mom and dad are healthy and happy. How could I fucking not be happy? You know what I mean? How could I not? I live in heaven now. The only time I start trolling and I start getting wicked on people is these are things from like either my past that I'm bringing up and it's kind of just I'm getting it out, or sometimes I just want to fuck with you because I'm in that mood, you know, because I'm kind of that person, you know. I like messing with people.
So do you think so do you think these
Did I explain South Dakota well enough though?
Yeah. No, I mean, my question is, do you think these trolls are just picking up on things to get under your skin, or do you think, especially in the case of this last guy, do you think they're somehow have some kind of connection to your past and your
no, Pappy Duke
like the kid's mom
doesn't know me. No,
okay.
Pappy Duke does not know me. Todd Bushy does. Todd Bushy does 100% know who I am.
Mike, but I guess the reason I brought this up is that I just wonder why they get so personal with you.
Well, because that's an ancient troll trick. If you're running out of like, you know, high, I guess like high intellect trolling, then this is where you're going to go. You just start doing personal, and then the very last one are the very easiest of all. You're just going to pick on race and you know.
Yeah, but in the case of Pappy Duke, though,
I
mean, he didn't come in. I mean, with anything else. I mean, he kind of like straight up came in personal. Like I know this guy,
but I know who he is. But I know who he is and where he comes from. He's one of Dr. Dave's troll shits. He comes from, and he's been in Vegas trying to troll and shit before too. And he's one of Dr. Dave's little fucking troll things. That's the way he found me. And then when he came in, he listened enough, and then he's just trying to troll, but he's not very good at it. And when you're using personal stuff or you're trying to come up with someone, this is lowbrow.
Okay, that was my only question.
Yeah.
Why do these guys come so personal and not that and I'm not trying to imply that you have something in your past.
All right.
My question
there. I guess to sure there's nothing, man. Fuck, I'll dox the living shit out of myself right now, man. I'm not even fucking around, bro. Like I can pass security clearances, bro. I'm not even fucking around, dude. I have a CDL, dude. I'm about ready to be a security guard at the fucking dispensary. Like
you don't.
There's no way I'm a bad person or that I've ever even done anything like remotely fucked up.
You don't need to do any of that because again, I'm just.
Here, do you know a way that I can prove? Actually, there's a way I can prove that there's nothing bad in my past or even currently. Do you know how I can prove that? No. I'm a single dad with full custody of my children.
Right. So that's exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, right, but
you don't think I wasn't investigated before I got them? You don't think they didn't fucking go all the way up my ass with a damn toothbrush? You know what I mean? You don't think that they asked everybody and their fucking dog about me before this could happen?
Well, again, his implication seems to be that's why you left back there and came out here.
Because it was trauma in this place, and I needed to heal.
Okay. Yeah,
there was trauma back there, and it was a great source of pain when they took my kids, and I had to fight to get them, and I took the custody from the other parent, and that was very hurtful, and I needed a support group, and I didn't have much of one there, so I came to the place where my family was. Just like when I went to Hawaii, I didn't mean to go to Hawaii, it's just where my family was, and it turned out that they were in Maui, Hawaii, in Upper Kula. Woohoo! So I got to go to Maui.
Hey, I hope me asking you these questions doesn't.
No, I actually appreciate it, Vic. Thank you.
And affect our relationship. It's just, it's just like, man, when again with what's his name, Grimm was just, I know he was just fucking around, and then he actually reached out to me to let me know what was happening with him, that he kind of moved on with his life. Burroughs was a little more, and then Pappy came, and it was like, man, I know why you did this, and you know who I am, and I was like, what the fuck is happening here with these guys? It seems like at some point, maybe there is something, and maybe there's something to talk about, and again, if you have, you have.
Well, it could be easily.
Yeah.
So look,
And
you have no way to know, like, if I'm telling the truth or not, except for, once again, single dad with full custody of his kids, and you clearly can hear them sometimes. I got
no reason to.
Yeah.
Kind
of says like, that I'm not a bad guy.
Everybody's got something in their past, man.
Well, so that
that's the other thing, like, and maybe it's
the very worst thing that I do.
You didn't get caught at.
Well, no, rest assured, I do actually have things, but no, I didn't get in trouble for it. And actually, all that it was, and I'll go ahead and fucking say it, man, all that it was that I loved a plant, and I shared a plant with my friends, and in the place that I lived, it was highly illegal to do this. So I was labeled as whatever you want to label that, but that is what I did. I shared a plant with my friends, and I made money doing it, so.
If I got caught and prosecuted for half of the things that I've done in my life, you guys would never know me, because I would be in prison for life.
This is exactly what would have happened to Ninja in South Dakota.
Man. Yeah, I mean, I've done some really,
so I don't have that, bro. All I have is I sold a plant.
I do.
I didn't never hurt anybody, bro. I never have been drink driving things. I don't. Well, I understand, Vic, but I don't judge you for this.
I've driven intoxicated, probably, I mean, over 1,000 times easily.
That doesn't make you a lesser person, and you don't do it now, do you?
Man, and I've woken up with blood on my hands. It wasn't mine, and didn't know what happened. I mean, I've done all kinds of crazy, and I remember some of the things.
That was drunk Vic, though. That's not sober Vic. That's not the Vic talking to me right now. That's the Vic that drank back then and didn't have control. This Vic right now does.
Hey, I could tell some stories, man. That would just, I mean, bulge people's eyes out of their heads on things that I've done, man. And so that's why I try not to judge people too harshly. I mean, as far as I know, I've never done anything violently against women or children, and I always say, as far as I know, because when I was going through the separation with my ex-wife, we had this discussion, because she accused me of some pretty terrible things, and I shouldn't say accused me, questioned me on some pretty terrible things about people's disappearances and some pretty crazy stuff, and her rebuttal to when I said, hey, I didn't do any of that. I couldn't have been involved in that. Was really, how many times did you black out? And can you really stand before a court and swear in a Bible that you didn't do these things? And my answer was no, because I had so many nights and weekends and times that I really don't remember. And that's a very sobering and scary thought, because I really can't say. She's got this crazy idea at some point that I killed someone. I don't know. I don't remember. But the best of my knowledge, I didn't do anything down those roads. But if you said the things you do know you did, we'll take half of them. Well, that's more than life in prison for me at this point in my life. And but I'm not that person today, like you said, man. And I never want to go back to being that person.
Well, it's just like the day I went to the water and I said that stuff. I'm not that Ninja's not that Ninja no more. You know what I mean? I wish I would just say my name, because like that's not my name's not Trinity Trails Ninja. My
Really?
name's not Ninja. I just identify as that or whatever. Like I should just say my normal name, but I am kind of. Well, I'm not worried about doxing. Fucking like I said, you could
I
look
am.
me up. You go look
I'm
at my
st-
fucking Facebook, dude. There's
I'm
nothing
still
on it.
I'm still worried about doxing, and you
I'm
know
pretty much a non-person. The only thing that I would be worried about is that very much people can make up baseless accusations because this has happened to me before in my
of
past.
course, of
Someone
course.
did blame me for something I very much did not do, and I did have to go and defend my freedom. And I went all the way to a jury, and they dropped the shit before it even got to go up there because it wasn't fucking true. And I knew it, and that's why I pled not guilty. And I told them we're going to fucking jury trial, and they're like, "No, you should just plead out." Blah blah. You
Yeah.
know how the state always likes to
Oh.
do you, right? You're gonna lose, and you're gonna. I was like, "Yeah, I already know I'm not losing, you dumb motherfuckers." So let's go.
Speaking of all that,
Yeah.
last night, I think it was last night. I get mixed up on the days. I think it was last night. Masshole Report did a thing on a convicted sex offender, and it had to do with him pleading out and doxing and all that stuff. And it really took me to a place, man, that I don't like to go because of his just attitude about what was going on. Basically, what it was they he had gotten stopped for impersonating a police officer and some kind of robbery, and they got a warrant and got his computer and found child pornography on it. And he came up with all these stories about how it
Holy
wasn't
fuck.
him, but then pleaded guilty to it. And that's not even the worst part of it all. It was his attitude later in the interview or whatever you want to call it that he had with Kate, where he talked about how there was no victims in this child pornography, and at one point, she was like, "Well, you're a convicted sex offender," and his response was, "And," like that's not enough. And it just I put in the chat, if you guys have any information on this person, please do not dox him in here, because it's going to take me back to a place that I don't want to go because of this attitude. He's talking about being on TikTok, and it's nobody's business why he's on there, and it was so disgusting and disturbing, because it, like you were just saying, if you're innocent of these things, no matter what kind of plea deal they're going to give you, you're not going to say that you're guilty of it and then, lie about what happened because it's just implausible. It was him, and then say that there's no victims and
Yeah, right.
it's
No, I was never going to take their plea. I knew I didn't do shit. I was never going to take it. I was never going to accept anything from them. I knew exactly in my mind. Plus, I knew I had proof that I didn't do what they said. And they thought that they did have it. So I was like, cool. Guess what? I watched lots of Law and Order, and I've watched the court systems before. I very much don't really always believe in it and trust it. But guess what? I have rock solid evidence. And then that's why I was like, I'm going to go for it.
But somebody might plead down on on an armed robbery, or they might plead down on even a murder.
If you had something to do with it, if you were some sort of, then sure you would.
Who the hell's going to plead guilty on fucking child pornography just because? I mean,
oh no, yeah, oh no, of course, that person, yeah. I mean, if you're talking about hard ass, of course. And then you know what most hard ass criminals have said before that I've heard? They're all like, you don't never admit to shit, no matter what, even if they got you on the camera, you don't never admit it. So it's kind of fucked if you do, fucked if you don't,
Yeah. So my suggestion is, knowing how you guys feel about this sort of thing, don't go back and watch Masshole Report's thing on this independent auditor character, because this is going to set you off.
Yeah, I'm not,
because it's a like I said, it took me to a place that I just don't want to go. I mean, I'll fucking nail that guy's tongue to a fucking 2x4,
Right.
And then ask him what his plea deal is. It was just so sickening, man. And again, it wasn't even what he was accused of and what he um, um, admitted that he did. It was the and there's no victims and all these things, man. It was like what the whoa, you're
So
talking
Vic, could I
about
suggest to you,
oh
you can do, and I'm glad that we have a way to be in contact now. So that's, so now I'm easier about things. But could I submit to you that, because you're trying to say, well, you want to back away from, the tubers or whatever. Could I submit maybe it's just, that is, obviously a good answer and whatever, but maybe just switching up the content a little bit, you know what I mean? Like instead of trying to back up and leave, because you're very good to talk to on panels, and we can talk about a shit ton of stuff.
I think Johnny hates me.
Yeah, Johnny does. Well, but he won't say it out loud though. He'll just sit there with his shirt off and stew at you like he does, That's like one of those juggalo things that we got, huh, Johnny?
Well, yeah.
I love how he just goes with it. He's like, yeah.
So I'll say this, man. It's I will not make a complete exit from YouTube.
Sweet.
What it's going to be is where I go, what panels I go on. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Despite what happened, last time. I mean, I enjoy the type of panels that you have. Like I said earlier tonight, drinks and discussions. I thought was a great panel where everybody gets an opportunity to say what they feel.
Hell yeah.
It's the negativity that goes along.
Well, so with that, like, I want to comment real quick if I can. So with that, like, that's why I love the shit show to death, but that's why I'm not always in the shit show. And that's why I don't always watch it. Like, I'll watch a little bit. It's the same thing as Alex Jones. I really like Alex Jones. I like to watch the InfoWars. I like Owen Schroyer. I like Tucker Carlson, but I can only take so much. I don't really like the Young Turks so much, and I don't really like CNN, but I do watch it just to try to get a cross reference. But even then, I make sure to take breaks to be out in nature. I take time to just pay attention to my children. I take time to also not ignore them, but to make them have independence too. I also make sure, I guess, to take time for me, because sometimes I get lost in my children, sort of, and lost in being a parent, and I forget who I even fucking am,
Extremely important.
Yeah, that has happened to me a little bit.
Oh, it's realizing who you are and having your own identity is extremely important.
Right. And I had to kind of have an identity crisis, like coming here and having California change me so profoundly. And I've been through like a whole heck of a lot. I'm still kind of going through a lot because my kid's in here messing with me right now.
Well, we get caught up in things, and our identity gets defined, right? For many years I was defined by my job, right? I mean, I was an enrolled agent. I was a tax man. I could represent people before the IRS. That's kind of who I was, and I was also part of, a marriage. So I was me and all these years, and it kind of not simultaneously, but a lot of it happened kind of at the same time. I didn't have the job anymore, and I didn't have the marriage anymore. I was like, okay, now all these labels and all these identities that people think I am are gone. Now who the hell am I? And I really had no answer for that. And I'm still, trying to find that. And part of it is, is being a father. But again, my kids are kind of getting into those teenage years. So it's kind of a different type of father, parent that I am now. So I'm still trying to find really who I am, and I'm getting a pretty good handle on it these days because I don't let people label me as anything. Or I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's always a possibility too.
That could be possible. Vic, I wanted to respond, but I was talking to my boy a little bit too. He's kind of messing with me here.
Yeah. Hey, so just so you know, speaking of the
Yeah.
shit show guys, on the panel that Kate had regarding the pedo guy, AC was on there because I guess they had highlighted the same guy sometime back, so he was actually part of the panel there. But you know, I think you're right in that choosing where I go, who I associate with, is important because you know, ultimately it's all internal and how I react to it all.
Right?
Yeah, I mean that's really what it is. So let's get back to what you were talking about when I jumped in here with all my nonsense.
Well, now that that's out of the way.
You know how I am. I just jump on and just take over panels, man. I'm so
Yeah. Just come in and the boom.
Let's do it, man. This guy's an evil motherfucker. Let's fuck him up. Oh man, and the other thing is if you guys have not seen it, do yourself a big favor and watch Chili DeCastro's video on
Being a drag queen?
on what was it? Gay bashing.
Oh, boys.
That is an hour and a half of wonderful cinema.
Just gold, huh?
Oh my God, yes, that's one of the greatest things I've seen on YouTube because he starts off talking about how people talk about him being gay and that's gay bashing and how that's terrible, and by the end of it, it's really a reveal on the fact that he is homosexual. But it's very subtle. It's very subtle. Right. You got to listen for it, and it's really right because not only is Chili black, but he's a black transgender gay Jew. Oh, it is
marks every box.
Oh, all of it. It is fucking terrific.
Oh my God!
So don't miss that one. That's a good one. Whether you love Chili or hate Chili or want to roll around on the ground with Chili and have him try to pin you down like I do, that's one of my goals in YouTube life. Is I want to be in a position.
Yeah, he said he likes to wrestle. That's for sure.
I want to be in a position that Chili tries to bring me to the ground and get on top of me and all those things he wants to do. But that's just me. I'm weird like that.
Yeah.
But do yourself a favor.
I don't kink shame, bro.
Watch the yeah. Well, it's not everybody. It's really just
Chili.
Just Chili. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But although I did pay him $100 to look up his butthole, and that was.
Oh my. Oh my. Well then, I think that was a little TMI right there. It's all right.
And I know Johnny's thinking, man, hey, I would have done it for 50, but it was really specific to Chili, man. It was really specific to Chili.
I would have easily needed $1,000, so you would have never picked me. Easily $1,000 minimum starting bid.
Y'all mentioned Dr. Dave before. Some information came out about him earlier.
Yeah.
They've got proof that he's either bought subs or views.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
They got it from his own stream. He was showing his emails.
Yeah.
And one of them was a purchase confirmation from a site that sells YouTube views or subs.
One of those phone farm places or view farm places. That's fun. Yeah.
QQTube. It was a email from QQTube, and it was a confirmation of purchase. It's like, oh shit.
That's a sick motherfucker right there.
Did y'all, Trey? Did you hear the court case I told you I watched this morning? Or earlier?
Not sure. Was that the same one Dennison was streaming? No. I'm not sure. Go ahead and I don't know. No, I don't. I don't think we said that.
Yeah, it was probably while you were in the waiting back in the pre-backstage. But a chick, a chick had they didn't say why, but some reason she didn't grow facial hair or body hair. So she was going to get microblade done to have her eyebrows put in. and went for the cheapest place she could find. And surprisingly, they fucked up. And now she's trying to sue them.
And now she's suing them for her fucked up eyebrows?
Yeah.
Huh.
I gotta say this, and then well, not about that. Well, kind of about that, I guess. I would be more apt to watch the trial on that case than what Dennison is currently doing, and that's not any kind of reflection on Dennison. I just have a problem in being a parent and watching cases and testimony about stuff like what they're looking at. Looking at a parent killing their kid. I don't know. I can't look at that kind of stuff. So, instead of putting the facial hair on her eyebrows and it appears somewhere else, is that what the case is about?
Because all microblade is it's a 6-month tattoo basically.
Oh, got it.
And instead of using from what she's saying, they basically just tattooed eyebrows on her.
Right.
She said they used the wrong ink. They didn't do any of the normal procedures and proper strokes to make it look realistic. Looking at it, they look like shit.
Yeah.
You could tell she went cheap.
Right. Well,
I'm sure she's not the first girl to have fucked up tattoo eyebrows, though.
Yeah, but cheap is never good, and good is never cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless you go to Mexico.
Well, except and sometimes hookers. I've gotten some pretty good cheap blowjobs.
Jeez.
See,
I'm telling you, man. I got stories, brother.
I got stories, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty extreme too, but I don't really have too many. I've never got one of those in my life.
I was a regular visitor of some of the seediest parts of San Francisco, man. Maybe one day. That's
why I didn't live in the cities, bro. I would have.
Maybe one day I'll get up on Autotrons and
tell him about his town.
Well, I'll talk to him about some of the places I've been and some of the places that.
Oh, that'll blow his little fucking mind.
That I've been, man, because I've been there and I've done it, man. That's all I can say.
So actually, yeah, man, you have been there and done that, and you have been in Cali a long time.
I've been here for almost 50 years. Almost 50 years I've been here.
Outstanding. So on that, you know a lot about it, and you've been there and you've seen it, and you've been around. So I want to ask you, to direct it back to what I was talking about in the beginning.
Oh yeah. That's right. We're gonna get back to your story. That's right.
Well, because it's not my story. It's just something I want to.
I'm just messing.
I want to confide in you and Johnny.
Before we can do that, before we do that, I was going to make one suggestion to Johnny. For these people that have issues with growing eyebrows or any other hair that they may want on certain parts of their bodies, is there a possibility that you would be willing to donate some of which you have, because you're obviously carrying maybe at least enough for like 2 or 3 people to live comfortably?
I'll let him take it off my back.
Oh, okay. Back hair is available from Johnny Charcoal if anybody wants.
For any eyebrow surgery you may want.
Okay.
Johnny's offering back hair transplant.
Okay. On that funny note, go ahead, Trini.
Yeah, that's a great way to segue into some fucking. Let me tell you. Once upon a time, there was this poor dude named Jed. He could barely keep his family fed, man. And then one day when he was shooting at some food, up from the ground came bubbling crude. That's right, Texas tea. Oh, that is. Yeah, and then he moved on to the hills of Beverly out here in Cali. And when he got here to Cali, he found out something that he never knew before. You see, back in Texarkana and in the Dakotas and in the Bible Belt, This don't happen.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, where old Ninjas comes from, why, if you're homeless and destitute and it's a winter times, this is death. You really don't want to be out there. You're probably going to freeze to goddamn death. You know what I mean? So very strange and unusual to Ninja in his new place to be confronted with such. I never knew. I mean, I seen it on TV and shit, but I didn't know until I got here, and then I started seeing it, and my, oh my. You know what I mean? There are quite a lot. With this, it segues into my more immediate and personal problem, and that is that I need to gain intimate and detailed understanding about squatting and squatters' rights and all of this other, because I believe that someone tried to pull it to me, and I need to know what my best courses of action are. This person tried to tell me that because they put some stuff into a spare rune of mine that I allowed them to use, and then they took a photo of that was them establishing residency, and that I could not move any of those things from that room.
How long were they there? How long were they there?
I would say, well, like a weekend. Well, like a weekend. Then it was like a couple more days, and then he took off for a while. Then he came back. He was like around a couple more days. He took off, and then on the third time I saw that this was happening is when I was like, all right, bro, you need this. This is pretty much your last like time you can have your kids, and you need to make yourself wicked scarce, bro. You can't be around. I don't know where all this stuff is in my fucking house. And then it came on to this last weekend, what was going to be the fourth one. And I was like, nah, hell fucking no, dude. You can't, no, you ain't coming back to my house. Dude, I'm gonna call the fucking sheriff. I'm gonna trespass you. But you're not bringing your fucking kids here. You're not coming here. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. And then that's when I got threatened. If you touch any of my stuff, the cops will come and take you to jail and blah, blah, blah. So I called the sheriff's department, and they told me I'll do whatever the fuck I want. It's my goddamn house. So, but I'm asking you, living in Cali, and I'm asking Johnny from where he's from, what do you guys know of squatting and people? The sheriff told me as long as he doesn't have residency or has established it, which means that he needed to have got mail here or stayed for a matter of time.
Yes. Well, that's why I asked you the amount of time. I don't think getting the mail there is relevant, but I think it's the amount of time that someone spends consecutively in a specific place.
Right.
It then becomes very difficult to get them out. I'll say this: of all the places for this to happen, one of the worst is California.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I know that.
However, because he wasn't there consecutively for an amount of time.
Yeah, he did leave like a lot.
Yeah. I don't believe that is establishing quote unquote residency there.
What's this madness though about telling me that I couldn't, because that's my daughter's room.
Right.
Okay. It's not the spare room. That's my daughter's room.
That's somebody trying to
manipulate me.
Manipulate and intimidate you into not making a case out of it. But again, if it were to continue that let's say him and his kids stayed in there for a certain amount of time, then there are certain rights that they do have, even if they don't get mail there, even if they're not paying rent there. That's true. I don't know exactly.
But I nipped it in the bud before that could happen, right?
It seems like it. I don't know exactly what that amount of time is, but also what you're saying
I think it's 30 days.
Well, right, but he wasn't there.
I asked the sheriff. It's 30 consecutive days.
Okay, because they weren't there. Yeah, because they weren't there consecutively or consistently.
Correct.
I'm going to put my stuff here, and I'm going to leave for 2 weeks and then come back again.
No. It wasn't like he would leave for like a day or two and then come back. And then he did try to stay for like a number of days.
You're right.
Consecutive. I think the maximum was 5, and that's when I got really stressed out.
Right.
I was like, bro, you need to be doing things. You can't be here when I'm not here. You need to be gone, right?
Yeah.
And then once I started noticing that, like, yeah, and then when I'd start saying that you cannot sleep here, that's when I knew I'm putting the brakes on your ability to be able to claim this as your residency.
Correct. Because
Okay,
and
good.
again, when
Then,
we're talking about days, we're talking about 24 hours.
yeah, exactly.
Right. We're talking about
Yeah.
sleeping. We're talking about quote
Oh
unquote
no, then it's never
living.
was never more than one day
Yeah. Then
because he left every fucking day. I
right.
made sure of
Then
it.
no. I mean, because he's not domiciled there. Domicile
Uh-huh.
is a very
Yeah.
important word as well.
Outstanding. So then on top of that, the sheriff told me I have every right to pack up anything I want in this fucking house. It's mine, regardless of the thing they belong to. And as long as I don't willingly destroy it,
Yes. That's the key.
um,
So the key is, um, do not do any damage to the stuff,
uh,
and do not put it out in.
the
Um,
outside.
well, you can put it outside, but as long as you're not putting it in a situation where it can be damaged by the elements. So
Right.
if you know
Or stolen or whatever.
if
Yeah.
it's raining and you put it out there, well, now you're
Yeah.
causing damage to it. If you
That's why his
if
shit
you know
isn't
it's gonna get
outside, but
hot,
it's
yeah.
all
If you know it's
basically in the
okay,
storage now. And
right.
the
So if you
storage has a private door to it.
well,
So,
there you
and my
go.
cameras are all watching. So I
So
told
if
this
you know
person, when you
if
come
you know
back,
it's
you
gonna
can get it from the storage right here. I'll sit here on my cameras and watch you from
right.
upstairs.
Well,
We
there you
have
go.
no reason to talk to each other.
Right. If you put
Do you think I handled this as an
absolutely,
adult?
yeah.
Because it's tearing me apart,
Yeah,
kind of.
of course you did, man. Because hey,
Okay.
first of all, we talked earlier about boundaries, right? And so you got
Right?
to put boundaries, and your number one priority is to protect your children, man, and
Okay, but I
you
feel
really
bad
want
for
to.
his children, and this is
Well,
what's
but
fucking me up.
yeah, man, we all feel bad. I feel bad for a lot of people, but I can't bring them all into my house.
Yeah.
There's people in my
Exactly.
town. There's people in my town right now that are living on the street. They have children. I feel bad for them. But that
You
doesn't mean
Right.
I bring him into my house and give him my bedroom, you know,
Right.
and you know, so
Well, I did to a person that I thought was my friend, and the reason why it had to come to a swift, quick end was I felt disrespected. I felt
oh
as though
yeah,
that there were way too many comments made. Like I told you, Johnny, you know how it would be like with us. We're juggalos. I already know the code. Kick it on the couch a little bit, then bail, motherfucker. Try not to get in your hair, man. Try to make it a good scene. Don't be commenting about shit. You know what I mean? Regardless of how I would feel or run my fucking house. It ain't my house if I'm visiting. The same as you. It ain't your house if you come to visit me, motherfucker. You're just there to kick it. We're there to have a great time, and you know what I mean. I'm there to like help you out, bro. You ain't here to comment and try to. It's the same as me. I wouldn't go to your house and start making remarks or fucking, you know what I mean, pointing things out of how I run my fucking life. Who cares? It's not my house, right? I'm your visitor. Same way as if you come into mine, you're my visitor. I don't need to know how you run your. I'll go to your fucking house if I need to know how you live your life.
so I don't know what happened. I mean, in the personal relationship between
Oh, it
you
was just a bunch of commenting that got out of control. That's
okay,
all it was. This is
okay,
a very arrogant and egotistical person.
but
Um, I didn't know that until I'd started spending way. Well, I kind of knew this, but I thought that it was just the situation that was making it. But as I continued conversation, and especially when they're around a little bit more, and once I gained enough insight, I was like, yeah, I don't approve of this message. I don't
so I'm
like
gonna
the way that you are.
so I'm gonna say this from a legal standpoint. I think you did the
Yeah,
right thing.
outstanding.
Again, I mean, from what I've seen, if you move somebody's stuff with care and not in a malicious intent, you're okay. And what I
Yeah,
mean by that is if you put somebody's couch outside and it's in the middle of rainy season, well, that's an issue. You
right,
put electronics and things outside, you know it's going to be 110 degrees.
right.
Well, you're probably going to
And
cause
nothing's wrong with I put all of this in my
right,
storage room
right.
area. I
So we
can
checked
very
off
much
that
unlock the door
right.
and I can
As far
lock a different door and I can watch it all on
as
my
far as
camera.
the the other part of this that's concerned is, um, you brought this person into your home, obviously with an open heart, and
Yes.
it sounds like they took advantage of that, man. And so what I'm going to say moving forward, and that is, I mean, helping people, I mean, is a beautiful thing, right?
Yeah.
But putting yourself and your family at any sort of harm or disadvantage while doing that, isn't a good idea.
Well, exactly. That's why
Yeah.
it was with hesitation at first,
Yeah.
but I thought, oh, I'll be all right. And it seemed non-toxic and it was okay. And this very second that I realized that there were red flags for me, this is when I put up strict boundaries. And then once I felt that they weren't respected and this is a toxic environment, is when I took swift action.
Yeah.
Okay, well, isn't that what I'm supposed to do as a? Right. Why is it tearing me apart then?
Well, because you're a good person, man, and because what you're thinking about primarily is the kids and whatever position that they're.
Well, and the loss of potentially a friend, and that always hurts too.
Yeah, but what you got to realize, man, is that not all the world's problems are yours.
I told that dude that too. I was like, I didn't push your ass cheeks while you made your kids, and you and your dog and your kids aren't.
I don't know what the hell his situation is, but
I got into a fight with this old lady and couldn't really find nowhere. NorCal, it isn't easy. And he got a fight with this old lady, got kicked out, bro. Couldn't really. Kind of was couch surfing. Then he found a place. He was at it for a while, and then it didn't quite work out where he was at, and I was like, well, I'll help you with a temporary space so you can figure the next thing out. And then once I realized that isn't what this person's going to do, I was like, yeah, you can't squat on me, motherfucker.
But again, you got to look at why did he have this squabble with her? Why can't he find a place? And this is kind of what I.
Oh, I know why. I actually know what his fucking problem is. He's young and arrogant and runs around with a goddamn knife on his side and fucking big old stupid beard and talks stupid. And
well, there you go.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's
what I started seeing after I spent more time with this person. These were the red flags. This is when I started advising this person, hey, man, if you want more success, maybe you want to look about how you dress, how you act, how you speak, These things matter. First impressions can never be undone, bro.
So this is an issue that I have with some of the people that are in the community that we're involved in, right? The auditors with Watchdog community, right? A guy like Broken System, and I know you've been on panel with him, and he's a guy that I like the guy. But you know what, man? There comes a time when you say, you know what? Enough of all this bullshit I'm doing. Let me move on with my fucking real life. What do I really want to do? Right?
Which is exactly what I've been doing, Vic. Like, I'm in pursuit of that all the time. I told you I live in my heaven.
But
I hope so. And everybody tells me, but it ain't fucking easy, bro. Like, there's every day a struggle, man. Everybody always gives me positive reinforcement, and I appreciate that. And I do get criticism for some things. It's not easy for me to maintain my house, right? Like, I'm not great at it. So I don't quite do my dishes every day. They don't pile up to the fucking moon or nothing. And I'm not a goddamn slob, but I get them done every damn day. You know what I mean? It bothers me.
Single parenting is fucking tough, brother. Single parenting.
It bothers me. If I had my woman, or when I used to live with my woman, and you guys all know about it with your women, you know what I mean? The floor was vacuumed and the house was taken care of, all right? And now that I'm Mr. Mommy and Daddy at the same damn time, I'm going to tell you, it's fucking hard, man.
It's hard. It's hard, man.
I don't always stay exactly on top of the laundry, and it messes with me, and I don't always get my vacuum floor every damn day, and that starts fucking with my mentality, man.
You know what you got to realize though is that you can't try to be perfect at whatever it is that you're doing, man. You be the best that you can be today. You be the best that you can be for those kids. And that's all that there is, brother. And believe me, man, being a complete single parent being a divorced parent, even with a good relationship with your ex, it's fucking tough, man. It's fucking tough, brother.
Here, he wants to show you guys his dinosaurs, or I do.
Absolutely. Let's
Check
see
these
it,
things
man.
out.
Hell yeah.
Check these
Oh
dinosaurs
yeah, look
out.
at that. Those are fucking badass.
So
Yeah.
which one's your very favoriteest one? These guys can see your dinosaurs. Show
Yeah.
them what they
I
do.
like these two.
You like which ones?
These
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
Why? You don't like him? What does he do if I press this button? Ah, he's gonna bite you! Ah! He's gonna get you! Ah! No? Alright. What's that one do? He bites?
Hey,
Look, it's...
hey, Trinity.
Yeah.
Hey, can your son hear me right now?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he can hear you.
Do you mind if I say something to him?
Yeah, go ahead. Do you mind, Tree, if he talks to you? What? Go ahead.
Hey, buddy. I don't know your dad very well, but what I do know of him is he's a good man, and he is doing the best that he can for you every day. And that's all that we can ask for somebody, is that they do the best that they can for you every day. And he always has you and your sister at the top of his list in love every day, man. Okay?
Who the heck is this guy telling you that stuff, Tree?
So
What the heck is he even saying to you?
So if you think that maybe something isn't going right, just remember that he has his best interest and is doing the best that he can at all times.
Do you think Vic is full of poo? Or oh no, he told you the truth just now? Huh? Yeah. Right on. Okay, get a high five. Okay. Let's take the
Hey, it may not always seem that way because for a long time I didn't understand that.
Nah, it's a thing for all of us, you know.
Yeah.
I talk to him about it every day, though. That like, because trust me, they press my buttons, and then this is always my default. You know, I'm doing the best I freaking can right now.
But you are, and that's something I didn't learn about my father until after he was dead. You know, and I was in recovery, and I had all these things to say about him, and what they told me was, "Hey, man, that guy did the best that he could and the best that he knew how every day of his life for you."
With what he had and
Yeah,
who
and
he
it's
was.
absolutely.
And then a lot of the time it just is what it is, right? Like
And that's
I
what
was
they
trying to
told
talk to
me.
my girlfriend
Yeah.
about this, about damage she has with her dad and trying to understand him and all of his stuff, right? I just told her like quite simply, I was like, in a lot of ways you're not gonna understand him because he doesn't quite understand himself. And you just need to accept that he is who he is. He's done what he does, and you know.
And
That
not only did they
relationship
teach
you
me
have
about that
is
about
on
my
you.
dad, they taught me that about me. Because
Yeah.
up until 6 years ago when I got sober, man, I was, you know, I won't say I was a terrible parent. I mean, I did things for my kids, but I also did some really damaging things to them. The way I talked to them, you know, I never physically abused them.
But just the way you talked
It was
around
the things
them when you were
the things I
trash. Yeah.
said to them. And I remember telling my kids, because I would help them with their homework, right?
Yeah.
But I wanted to get to drinking so bad. And when
Yeah.
they didn't understand what we were doing, I would yell at them and say, "Man, you guys are so fucking stupid and you don't get this. Come on," you know, and pound the table because
Yeah.
I wanted to get to my drinking, because them taking more time to do their homework was delaying my time that I could drink, and that's where the alcoholism took me. And I stole money from them. I put them in such, you know. I mean, I drove drunk with them in the car, and not because I was a bad person. I was just sick, man. But what
Yeah,
they told
'cause
me
you
was
didn't-
that's
I mean,
the
it
best
happened
that
all
I
of you.
could. Right, but that's the best that I could do at that time and where I was, you know.
Well, yeah.
And
It just was what it was until you got healthy, and now
yeah.
guess what? You finally
Yeah.
got healthy, and
Yeah.
it can't fix any of those things. But you know what?
No,
You know what you can do?
We all learn from it.
Just make
We
sure it
talk
don't
about
happen
it,
again.
and every day I tell him, you know, sometimes my older son though will do something, and I'll be like, "Ah, it's just because I'm stupid," you know. And right away in my head, I hear me saying that to him, and
Yeah.
we talk about it. No, wait a minute, you're not stupid. Maybe you just don't understand that. let's work through that. And all I
So
can
I try to
say,
tell my boy too, like, I try to tell him the action or the decision you made or the action you did, like, may have not been the wisest. Or I have said, hey man, damn, that was pretty stupid, and then he'll get upset, and I'll be like, I didn't call you stupid. And I always make sure to define it. I did not say that you are stupid or that you are unintelligent. I just said that decision you made was a poor one. This hence why I called it a bad decision, or I called it stupid, not you. And I've said that to my oldest daughter repeatedly too. Like, you need to know this. You know what I mean? If I say that, man, damn, that was stupid.
When I said that directly to him, man, you guys are stupid. You guys are retarded. I mean,
You said it directly to them out of anger and frustration. Yeah, where mine was definitely separate and different. If you notice.
Right. Yeah, no, I said it directly to him because of the isms, man, because of the disease, and that's where it took me. And I said things to my ex-wife, man, that I think about today that were just so ugly, man, and just evil. Why would you say that to somebody that you?
Yeah, I know.
You purport that you love, man, and
you know how mad I was at her that she was doing drugs and not loving these children, and the toxic shit I said to her because of that.
Of course.
And the reason why I said it is because I felt like my children are being hurt, and it hurt me, so I wanted to hurt her, and I didn't want to do it physically, so I did it verbally, and I did it with intent to hurt her psyche.
Yeah.
And I used the weakness that I knew of, and then I exploited the fuck out of it.
Right. It's just we're just so sick, man, that we don't know what the hell we're
doing. I did it out of anger because of my children, what I just explained. But you know what's crazy? I still live in remorse about it all the time. Very much wish I wouldn't have talked that way. It still bothers me probably 200 times more than it does her of what I act.
But you know what though? You know what though, man? There may come a time in your life though where you're able to make that amends, man. And what that's going to entail though is her getting well and coming to you with her amends, and then you.
So I didn't threaten her. I didn't threaten her life. I didn't. Hold on, I want to be very specific here, just real quick, okay?
Yeah.
So, and this is why I feel so very bad is. I used something I knew very much was a weakness, right? And this is even more kind of, I guess, in my mind, disgusting about it. It was, I kind of, I knew that being a woman, that she would be sensitive to like certain things or whatever. So that was my starting point. Then I knew that, there were some issues. And then that's where I kind of put the gunpowder. And then the comment that was made was like, I thought about that fucker before I did it. And then I watched the reaction. I didn't even expect that it would be so damaging, And when I did it, I was like, fuck, I just said that shit, And it wasn't like a threat. Like I said, it wasn't like you should go. It wasn't, what it was is I basically tore her damn heart out, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I said something so profound and deep, and I said it in like a way too. I even chose the way I did it, and when I watched the effect, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Here's the question, though, and this is something that's always very important to me.
Why?
And I think you've heard me talk about this before. Motivation. What was your motivation for doing that? Why did you
hurt her? Because I felt like she had hurt my children. Because
you hurt her because you thought you hurt your children. So the motivation of it though was in defense of your children.
Yeah, 1,000%. Because I was angry about it.
Yeah,
and I knew that they couldn't say something, so I very much fired off something that hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying it's right or it justifies it, but what people's motivations are very important factors, I think, in things, because you were trying to hurt her, but
See where, but it's kind of the same kind of thing though. Even though your motivation was to go get that drink, it's still, you know, bad things came out of it. Okay,
Right.
well, my motivation was to defend them, and still bad things came out of it. Like toxicity is toxicity, no matter what. And I live in remorse that, you know, like if you're asking why that's been brought up, why did I leave South Dakota? Well, there you fucking go, that right there, man. And I just don't want that mentality, that whole like. Hey, you know what though? Too on top of this though,
but I
I haven't heard Johnny saying shit really. You know, I feel like
Johnny's just sitting back there thinking these are two sick motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, right. No, he's a juggalo. I don't think we're doing much.
Y'all have heard my stories.
Yeah, we've heard his stories. I don't think we're doing much, Vic. Yeah, we need to step this up like 5 notches to get him like, huh?
But my point though, in what you did wrong was. Some of your motivation for doing it was justified. That's what I'm saying.
You even know where the source of the. You even know where the motivation to give me the courage to even do it too, and why it was extra like damning too was it came from even a deeper place than that. It came from childhood trauma that happened to me. You know what I mean? And something from way back then. That I had been pissed off about for a long time, and that was that I felt abandoned or whatever, right? And then when I felt there was a moment that my children were being abandoned or neglected, this hit a special kind of nerve with me, and I went full tard, bro, like farting in the bathtub and everything, man. I just went full stupid, you know what I mean? I committed to it too, and like I fucking actually, this is kind of fucked up and sick, but. In some way, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I have noticed that about you, man. That I and again, without knowing your background or without knowing you, other than exchanging these little gifts and all that, whatever these avatars and things.
Yeah,
I have noticed that I believe there is some kind of deep-rooted childhood trauma and things that you've gone through. And I hear that with your hatred.
Yeah, it'll never leave me.
And your vitriol towards PDF and those guys and
because that fires something off.
Kids and women and man, that's my long.
Yeah, that's actually the two majorest triggers to me because I was a kid and it was a woman.
Yep, of course you were. And the reason that I say that, and it's not a positive or negative thing towards you. I hear so much of this in recovery from people, man. It's these childhood traumas and these things that have happened to them, sexually and abusive and otherwise, have just stick with them, man, and they just can't let go of them. And this is how they.
What's even worse is that
they released how they're released, man. And again, I mean, it's not a judgment, it's not a positive or a negative, but it is what I hear in you, man. And I hope
my whole life has been a journey to understand that too.
Yeah.
You realize that's like a defining moment in my life, and it happened at such a young and profound age. And the thing is that I didn't like use disassociation or any of these other tactics to negate that experience or get rid of it or that and many more. All they've done is help me to define myself and then understand others at really great detail. I don't know, man. People tell me that.
How are you gonna find peace in it all, though?
There is none, Vic.
Yes, there is.
You know what my piece is? You know what my piece is? Actually, okay, yeah. You want me to paint you a picture? I'll show you peace.
Okay.
Hasn't happened to my children, and it won't. And I'm here. And then guess what else I've done to seal that deal? I'm very rich in friends and family. I've told you this, and because of that, even if I wasn't here, I've already secured their futures, so that they will be surrounded by love and security, and that they have people around them that will not leave them at all. Like I will. Do you know what I mean? It's like crazy loyalty. It's that shit that happened to me can't happen to them. It can't.
But I still don't hear peace though.
Fuck you mean?
I hear resolution.
Yeah, good. That's it right there. And then I can be peaceful knowing that the toxicity ended. That cycle of shit won't repeat.
But that's not peace, though.
Okay, then Vic, help me to find that, please. What does it look like?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
no, help me to understand what you mean by no. Help me to understand what you're asking, because I don't understand what you mean.
Okay, so I
don't
guess
understand what you mean.
okay,
I have resolve. There you go.
No, but I guess
what I take away my anger. It's fundamental to me.
Yeah.
It was born at such a age that I don't really know a different person without it, bro. And I try all the time. Like, you don't hear me angry. Do I sound angry? Like, do I sound angry?
A little bit.
No, it's just that it's always behind my eyes.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's put you and I aside for right now. And I know Johnny's trying to just sit back and listen to all this. But when Trinity just talked about the security of his children and those things, did you hear peace in that, Johnny? You did.
Yep.
Okay.
He interrupted me. I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you asked or what you just said.
Johnny says yes. I still hear anger and you know and non-peace.
Of course you do. I can't do this is something I'm trying to do. What do you think my therapist about? What do you think moving to heaven is about? What do you think lots of stuff is about, bro?
Okay.
Well, I know that I'm the only one who can release those things, and like I'm the only one who. But in some ways, I enjoy it too, sort of like. I don't know.
What the non-peace?
No, my anger. I mean.
Oh, you enjoy your anger. Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Actually, it's man, I don't like the whatever, but I'll be honest and talk like real. I sometimes not in front of my children, because I don't want to teach them that. I'm sure that they see it. I try to definitely control so that they see it as I have control. Good God, I hope that you guys can tell that I have control.
I hear control, but
have you found I very much enjoy.
Have you found peace with your past?
I think
I'm still working on that, Vic.
Okay.
I'm still working on that, buddy.
Okay.
I think the tone you're hearing in him is more passion, and you're mistaking it for anger.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. I get very passionate, and then, but actually, sometimes though, I'll let it be. I'll let it be like a fire or something, or I'll put gas on it, definitely, or I'll just let it be a cycle and feed itself. I'll let my anger make me angrier until I'm just fucking crazy mad, and then I'll just let that shit. I'll sit there and feel it and love to feel it almost. I hate it so fucking much, man. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I'll just go
I agree with Johnny. There's a lot of passion there.
That's all that it is. Yes, I get very passionate.
No, that's not all that it is though, because I hear you talking about I want to get something signed, and I want to get
PDF in a ring.
In a fucking ring.
That's just kind of shit talk too, but it would be funny and fun. Okay. You know what I mean? It's just shit talk, but it would be funny and fun, and I really would do it.
Okay, but
why not?
But
not from a place of anger. It just fucking no, dude, not from a place of anger. It's just that there's no. Well, listen. Okay, listen.
Okay.
I addressed this one other time before, so I'll address it very much in a way. Okay, listen, yeah, why not? So, the time-honored tradition that has been for eons in mankind is that we will try to conversate. we will try to come to some sort of resolution or compromise or whatever, and we'll use discourse to do this. When emotion becomes way too involved, then obviously people will become slanderous. They won't use their brains anymore, and they'll start to use rhetoric and slurs and all this other. When it becomes way too much, there are brick walls. Neither side is willing to listen to the other or even make any sort of concession. Then the only way to do it, to settle it, is the time-honored tradition. Put 'em up, motherfucker. We're going to go toe-to-toe, and we're going to go ahead and swing each other around a little bit. You know what I mean? That's how they decided it. For all times, men have done this. Fuck are you talking about here? Like, and what you asked me, why I wouldn't go into the ring with this dipshit, is because in no way will he ever concede or have an articulate conversation. So the only way to get through to his thick ass head is to put a welt on it. And when he's starting to recover and he's fucking crying around about his head hurts, then we can be like, hey, sorry your head hurts. Sorry this had to happen. Let's have a discussion. Oh, fuck you. Okay, do I need to welt your head again? Or can we just talk? Right? Or do you have to die? Like, because that's what the really one is, the Wild West, man. You got to go out and the fucking draw a line in the sand and put them up, and you need to count high noon. That's what they used to do Wild West times, wasn't it? Am I wrong here or what? Like, what the fuck? Why'd you guys go quiet?
I don't know. I look at things as being 2022, man, and we're supposedly civilized beings, man.
We're supposed to do what because of Clown World and because a bunch of people told us that don't know what the fuck they're talking about anyway, because it got a bunch of PC culture that fucked us.
We don't agree. Yeah, exactly.
So
we're supposedly a civilized society.
Do you want to trust that, or do you want to trust? You want to trust the time-honored traditions and the shit that's lasted eons, bro? Do you want to trust your ancestors and what they taught us? You want to trust what we know to be true, or do you want to trust a bunch of new age, dipshit, leftist leaning ideology that's going to take us nowhere when they call about intersectionality and all these other make believe fucking words that come up with CRT and all your other dumb shit? That's yours. Like, you know what I mean? You're heading us down a road of great division. And what does it say? United we stand and divided we fall. So there you go. When you keep trying to fall for the propaganda of this and keep coming up with ways for us to divide, then this is how we're never going to be unified. In fact, I know most people back in my time and where I come from, that after we've knocked each other around a little bit, guess what? We usually, because we were arguing before and it was most likely over a girl, guess what happened? After we usually duked it out and drank a little bit, we were probably pretty good friends. You know what I mean? I actually have a couple of friends that's how we started.
Yeah, I don't interested in knocking anybody around anymore.
Okay, but I'm just saying, and neither am I, and I'm old enough to do that shit. But this is a way that I've learned in my life and where I come from. So I can't, you can take a motherfucker out the res, but you can't take the res out of a person.
So what about the idea that you throw these ideas out there for PDF to sign this waiver to fight you in a ring because you know that's not going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. Is why I said it, because I know he'll never do it.
Okay. So what does that? I mean, what does that prove then?
Nothing. It's just fun to say.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's really it, Vic. At the end of the day, man, it's nothing. It proves nothing. It's just fun to say, and it feels good to vent like that. That it really, at the end of the day, it's just rhetoric because it feels good to vent. Because that's where I'm coming from an angry place. That you know what I mean. And that really, if you really want to analyze it super much more, it's deeper in my psyche. It comes from a place of trauma when I felt that I was bullied, and I think that he's a bully and bully tactics. So what do you do with a bully? You bully a bully.
So it's a place of trauma and anger that you haven't dealt with yet.
Just something I recognized I didn't like when it happened to me when I was young, and that I did something about in my life. And now, if I see it again, it's something I like doing. And really, furthermore, it's just venting, bro. Like, really, I don't really give a goddamn about that guy at the end of the day.
What if let me ask you this though, and he would never do it, but what if he did say, yeah, man, I'm down, let's sign it, let's do it?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude, then let's go do that shit, man. Hell yeah, dude. You better get a mouth guard in your motherfucking, headgear if you want. Shit, we do whatever, man. But I want gloves, like the whole damn thing, man. That's all right. I actually like that shit, bro. I watch boxing all the fucking time, and I like that shit, bro. It's fun. And fun, dude. And if you're good at it, shit, man. And I really wish that motherfucker did know what he was doing, man. They did good. I'd actually like to go like fucking 3 rounds, man. 4 rounds, you know what I mean? And I hope that motherfucker can land a good one, bro. That'd be all right. I'd like to be knocked on my ass at least one time, man. Damn, you know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna feel good. I go in there and just fucking lop somebody's head. That's just gonna feel horrible. Like I don't like that. I'd like to earn it. You know what I mean? Or at least feel like I earned it anyway.
I did have a strange thing happen here recently. Here.
Yes.
About
All ears, man. All ears.
about 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
morning, I was out here barbecuing all night. Cleaned everything up, went inside, laid down. You woke up to this guy saying that someone stole his mom's phone and it was showing up in my house.
Oh, Jesus.
What the?
I look around. I can't find it. I tell him, come on in. See if you can find it. He refused to come in. He said, but the phone moved. It looks like it's in your backyard now.
You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. So I locked my front door as I was walking around to the back.
Oh yeah.
He had 2 more guys with him. They were already in my backyard. Sit there and
Whoa.
I searched the backyard where his little device says the phone's at. And fucking got me, man. Right before the sun starts.
Wasn't even there. Okay.
Him and the other 2 guys get in the fucking car and drive off saying they're going to see me soon. I didn't like the way that sounded, so I went ahead and took down their plates. I did end up calling the cops, letting them know what happened, and I told them, I know there ain't nothing y'all can do. I'm just filing a report so that next time I call, and I'm telling y'all to send the meat wagon. These fuckers came back trying to rob me. Because I'm thinking that's what they were doing.
Kind of sounds very fucking fishy, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and that's a good instinct in you too, that you knew, man, I'm gonna lock this door and then I'm gonna go like walk around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it was late at night when this was happening too.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, hell no, I wouldn't have answered shit. Like, I wouldn't even have fucking answered shit. I would have just came down there with my gun and been like, and if I don't know you too, and I saw it all on my cameras and you won't stop banging. Actually, I think I would have just called the sheriffs because I see it on my camera. I'll just call the sheriffs and like, yeah. And they've been up here waiting, like with my gun.
Oh, see, if it would have been like a cop knock and banging on the fucking door, yeah, I'd have answered with my
Well,
shotgun.
then you run down there and answer, and definitely probably not with your gun on you, you know? And like, yeah.
I've answered it a couple times to the cops with my shotgun in my hand.
Huh.
I just, look,
I don't know. I'm scared here in
You
Cali.
are?
Yeah, I'm kind of scared in Cali, actually. I don't know how to act about it.
And
I
never
think
have it pointed at.
man, it's freaky to me, dude.
I have it pointed down when I answer the door. But yeah, it was a normal casual knock, and I was half asleep thinking one of my buddies got too drunk and needs a place to sleep.
Yeah.
So I answered the fucking door to that.
You sure that's what this is? That's fucking, dude, fuck. Yeah.
It seems fishy.
It seems fishy as a bitch. I'm sorry, I was listening to that. It's just because it's like, fucky, man. I'm sorry I kind of daydreamed a half a second, man. I was about to ask something that, it's just because I'm stun locked in something, man. I'm listening to you, but I'm not full percent. Johnny, I'm sorry.
I sleep.
Your story's crazy and shit, man. I want to pay a little bit. It's just I'm stun locked in something. You're fucking, you guys are goddamn positive That he's just fucking with me about moving the stuff in my house. You're sure the sheriff's just fucking with me about this little he said, I took photos of all my stuff and it better not move and we'll come and take you.
Let me check something.
I'm starting to have a fucking freak out, man. I don't know this shitty. I don't know Callie, and this is gonna fucking ruin Callie for me, man. If this works out, or he has to be here or something, man, I'm gonna fucking pack everything and leave, dude. I'll go back to South Dakota.
No, don't do that. Hey, so again, getting back to that, is it all in a place that it's not going to be destroyed by the elements?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's in my storage, and I'm watching. I even see it with my camera right now.
Then there's no issue.
And my camera's looking at all of this stuff, right?
Why would the sheriffs fuck with you like that?
I don't know, because Callie and fucking squatters and goddamn, I don't know, because he told me if I move anything in his room that.
You're free and clear?
Huh?
You're free and clear?
I don't know. What do you mean I'm free and clear? What do you mean? I don't have any warrants or anything, if that's what you mean.
What?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
No, what I'm saying, you're free and clear with the moving his shit.
Who?
Adore.
For squatters' rights to.
Yeah, it had to have been a number of days and all this and that, but I'm just saying.
Not days.
Why is that?
Oh,
5 years.
Oh, well, what?
For squatters
not in Cali.
to take residence, it takes 5 years.
Oh, not in Cali, it don't. It's 30 days.
I'm looking up right now, squatters' rights in California as of 2022. He can claim residence after 30 days?
Yeah, residence. That's what it is. That I'm not saying. Yeah. So the resident and what qualifies as the residence thing, like, and then what's the thing of a residence, like, you know what I mean?
And in the situation he's in,
can't take their shit.
It don't sound like he'd be able to afford to take you to court over the shit.
Because it should be a civil thing, right?
Yeah, it would be a civil thing.
Yeah.
Daddy.
And with no paperwork saying that he could stay there, anything like that, you're good.
Should be good.
You're good.
Yeah, from what you've told me, you're fine, because there's residence and there's domiciled, and he's neither one, and you haven't done anything to his personal property,
other than pick it up and move it to a different location.
You caused damage to it, man, and that's
I didn't damage it in any way.
You weren't throwing it around, and you didn't put it in a position that anything natural could happen to it, and he wasn't there for any consecutive amount of days to be domiciled there. So,
yeah,
I don't really see an issue, and even if it is an issue, like Johnny said, what's he gonna do to you? I mean, what's he gonna?
I mean, I don't know, but anything? Who knows? Probably freak out because he thinks that he thinks his kids are at jeopardy and he's desperate and doesn't have a place to live and most likely on drugs. And
there's nothing legal he can do, but he could come at you in a drugged out state and try to do. You can't really
or damage my vehicle or something.
You can't control that.
No,
I would say if he comes back, other than to pick up his stuff, that you get a trespass order from the property if you're concerned.
That's actually what I told him, is that the second I see you, I'm going to trespass you, and then I'm going to have the sheriff make you keep the peace. I've already said that to him. The second I see you, I'm going to trespass you because you're an unwanted visitor, and then I'm going to have the sheriff escort you to keep the peace.
Yeah.
I just haven't told him that all of his stuff is sitting right there in the storage waiting for him to take it. That's the only thing, because he keeps using his. So I kind of want to let him feel like his stuff's in the room or whatever, but he doesn't know it currently. He'll only know that upon arrival to remove it, that it's all there. Yeah. It'll kind of be a little surprise to him. And it's been like this for a matter of days now because I want that room back, and I needed it. My oldest daughter was here. My granddaughters were here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when's the last time he was there?
4 days ago now.
Okay.
It takes too long, that stuff becomes yours.
Well, that too.
30 days.
Yep, that too.
If it sits in there too long, I did.
Yeah, it's 30
Yeah.
days. I don't have
Yeah,
texts to go all along with this, and some of it's kind of toxic, and a little bit of it. I've actually had a couple of friends read it, and thankfully I didn't. I mean, I was a little bit angry, but thank God I didn't say anything horribly toxic, and I didn't use personal slurs or any kind of personal attacks. But he rest assuredly did in his. Like I could read you guys some stuff, and it's kind of fucked. Like it would make me angry, but I'm
So
not really in that
not that long.
mindset.
Yeah, not that
I'm
long.
angry about other things, dude, not this. You know what I mean? There's other things that piss me all the fucking way off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to do with when I was little, and
Right.
it has to do with that's what pisses me all the fucking off.
That's the stuff I think you personally need to work through.
Yeah, like, and if you said any of those, like if you tried to start attacking me this way,
Right.
but you don't know those things, and it's okay. And actually, you know, I'm kind of secure enough now, man. Like, what? So what? You're
I
trying
think we
to
gotta
tease me a little bit because I got abandoned. Like, so what?
I think we have an idea of what those things were.
Well, to cover your ass,
And I
go
got
ahead.
abused by the people that took me, like, right? And then I was abused for a number of years after the people that took me. I got
Right.
shot in the fucking head when I was sleeping in my bed.
Yeah.
A BB gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's some things that make me upset, but oh well.
Right.
Like it happened to little me. It didn't happen to me now, and it can't happen to me now, and it's not going to happen to my kids now. So, you know, little me can just go do what he needs to do now. And big me's got the game, man. I'm like, I got it.
To cover your ass, go ahead and take a picture of the stuff in the storage unit.
Yep.
I have my camera staring at them. My cameras have been watching them nonstop since I moved it. Then my cameras went up right afterward. They're sitting here staring right the fuck at it. Well, one of them is. The other ones are staring at everything else. One's staring at my car. One's staring at my my like kitchen area and shit, and then the other one's by my door.
We'll just have some timestamp so that if he takes too long to come get the shit, and then wants to start some bullshit, hey, look.
Yeah. Oh, it will, because my shit records. My shit here records a whole month at a time.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah, and I can save that whole month at a time too if I want, and it'll just start doing another one. It's crazy. It usually deletes the month after though the month is over. It'll delete it if I don't. You know what I mean?
Just get a snapshot with a date on it
Okay.
that shows all the shit in there,
Okay.
so that a month or two down the line, if he wants to start talking shit about he has residence, dude, this shit's been in here for 2 months and you didn't know it.
Yeah. And you ain't been here. Yeah.
How,
There we
how
go. I'll take a time shot of it right now. Here, capture. Because I'm staring at my cameras right now as I'm talking. I don't understand why I'm obsessed with it. I'm doing it too. My kids have been doing it. I've been doing it ever since these damn things are up. You know what I mean? It's better than the TV show.
There's a chance you'll see Sasquatch.
There might be. You never know what the fuck you see out there.
That's the beautiful thing about security camera. You just sit there and watch. What's the weird shit that happens when I'm not watching?
Yeah, see, that's where I differ from a lot of people.
What?
I will never in my life have security cameras outside my house.
Why? What? Whoa, why?
It'll never happen.
Whoa, why?
Security cameras.
It'll never happen. Ever.
Why?
Two
What the fuck is that all about? Yeah, please.
Reason number one is I no longer live a life that I need to have surveillance outside my house. And number two, if it does get to that point that I need to have surveillance outside my house and I'm not comfortable inside my house, I don't want to live here anymore.
Oh no, see,
Yeah,
I got it for other reasons besides security.
yeah, we know what you're up to, bro.
The cameras are already
If I
mounted.
lived your lifestyle, I'd have them too, man.
Mainly the ones for outside.
Shit, I'm actually glad you made me do this because you know what? As I'm playing with this thing here, I fucking I think I completely forgot how to fucking. Oh, it's in record search. Oh yeah, I forgot.
But you know,
Picture. Oh, yeah,
here's the other thing that goes along with that.
Glad I'm playing with this.
I'm almost 50 years old, and I've never owned a gun in my life.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
And I never will. I don't need security cameras, and I don't need a gun.
They're fun to play with sometimes.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't need one. But don't take those things as signs of weakness either.
Nah. If I see a
Oh
house
man,
with security
oh man,
cameras,
that guy doesn't have security cameras or a gun. Let's go there. Okay, do that, and I'll take you to my cellar and I'll fucking nail you to a 2x4.
Here in Texas, if I don't see security cameras on a house, it's more of a chance there's a gun inside. There's some shit that happens on the property they don't want recorded.
Right. There you go.
And I did
maybe I'm the outlier these days. I don't know. I'm probably the crazy one, I guess. But I've gotten almost 50 years without security cameras and without a gun, and
they're not a terrible idea.
No, I don't know. Well, guns?
No, cameras and your camera system's not a terrible idea.
I got no interest in that. It's okay. You can come on in. You can come on in.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I got a
Just they were.
I have a lot of weaponry other than guns. I have medieval maces. I have saws. I have bats. I have all kinds of things.
All kinds of pleasantries, he said.
Yeah. All kinds of ways to kill you more slowly and to my pleasure than a gun.
I saw a prototype gun today that it's being scrapped by the military. I want to figure out how it works. They made the ultimate machine gun. It'll shoot 1 million rounds a minute.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a little bit fucking crazy.
With no firing pin.
Jesus. Yeah. No.
It's all done electric.
Oh, here we go. I just did it now. There we go. And save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh shit! Wait, what? Direct? What? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
They actually had it built up and firing, and it shoots 1 million rounds at once.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
It shot the target and just shredded that motherfucker.
Yeah.
They said, they scrapped it because the accuracy on it is shit. You're shooting 1 million rounds a fucking minute. How accurate do you need to be? If you have to pull that motherfucker out, there's a crowd down there you want to take down.
Generally speaking, I don't lock my front door either.
Wow, and where you live? That's crazy.
You're an outlier on that.
Most of the time, my front door isn't locked. I have no cameras and I have no guns.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy as shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm nutty like that.
Yeah, you're nutty. You sound nutty like that.
Yeah, I don't think people fully understand where I'm coming from, and that's okay.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. I would say.
But in all seriousness, though, man, all this other stuff aside, there comes a time, man, when you gotta really find a way to work through those things that happen, man, in your childhood, man, and let them go. And I know it's not easy. And I know it's not easy. And I know you're working on them. And I know you're a good cat. And I know you're a good parent. And if I didn't think that, I wouldn't be talking to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
But
I know there's some people out here, these little silly trolls. That's why I said that before. You didn't really listen to me like a lot of time, or you don't really know me very well.
Yeah.
Like some of these trolls, they just use weak, stupid shit. You know what I mean? It's like
No,
it's
I don't know you. I was just asking because
No,
it just
the
seems
trolls,
very
not
personal.
you.
It just seems
Yeah.
very personal.
Yeah, you. No,
It's
yeah,
like,
you
man,
do
they're
kind
jumping
of
on this
starting to
guy.
know me a little bit better. We
I
have
do.
talked enough.
No, I get you. I get you. And when I hear you getting so worked up about very specific things, I know because there's a very personal thing going on there with you. And I get that. And I don't say those things in malice or anything like that. It's all in empathy. That's the thing you got to understand.
Well, Vic, you know, I mean, it's kind of the same. You can relate with me. Why were you drinking?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. My alcoholism started on the day I was born because I was given up for adoption and I was abandoned.
Exactly. So my
And
anger was when
yeah,
it happened to me
yeah.
too.
And I've been abandoned all along in my life up until all the way up until 3 years ago when my wife walked out on me, and it started the whole abandonment issue all over again.
In.
And don't get me wrong, it was justified that she did, but it still brought back all the other times in my life that someone said, "You know what? I don't want anything to do with you. You're not good enough for me anymore." And
That shit sucked.
I empathize with it. I mean, 1,000%. And the fact that I'm comfortable financially and all those things really, when it really boils down to it, means nothing. It really doesn't. And by the grace of God, I still have my boys in my life, and I'm still here.
Right? And that right there is
Yep.
where it's at, really.
Yep. Because there was times when it was at the point that wasn't going to be the case anymore. And someone told me one day, sometimes the fact that you're sober and you haven't taken a razor blade to your wrist is good enough for today.
Yeah.
And I've been in those days, man, more than one time. And I think that's what people, who are on these YouTubes and they listen to people talk and they criticize them and they put them down. And I go back to broken system because I hear people all the time talking about, go spend time with your kids and they need a real father and all these things. It's like, what the fuck?
How much stuff you suppose me and the heavy bag have talked about, Vic?
Man, what the fuck are you doing to these
in
guys,
the gym?
man? Yeah.
You know what I mean? How much shit you suppose I worked out I dealt with in the gym, and how much you think I let out on that damn heavy bag, and how grateful I was for the fucking thing.
Hey, if there was days that there was people that would have come up to me and said, "Man, your kids deserve a real man in their life as their father," I'm telling you, man, I would have pulled their tongue out of their mouth.
Yeah, right.
And the fact that I hear people say things like that to people on the internet like it's nothing, right? To you or to broken system or whoever it might be, questioning.
Yeah, it's just because I revealed too much, and like some people consider children a weapon and a weakness, right? Others that are parents understand that they're a great asset, and they give you tremendous strength.
Well, what they're doing is they don't understand that they're just picking on people, man. And a guy like Glenn Serio, somebody on the street, man. You run to somebody on the street, man. They got nothing to lose, man. What the what are you doing to them? And here it's all safe. Here it's all safe.
Well, that's kind of what I'm worried about my one friend too. You know what I mean? Because he kind of is on the street, and I don't know how much he does feel like he can lose, and that's why in some ways I have to act like this. That you know what I mean? Because you're kind of a loose cannon,
right?
Or you're in a situation where you can be. I'm not saying that you are,
that's
but
the
I
most
need
dangerous
to take.
motherfucker. If you got nothing, if you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't take any sort of risk, and he might be jealous, or he just might. I don't know.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
No, it's
In order
dangerous
to
shit,
protect
man.
my children and I, it just is better if
that's
all this stuff is in the hallway and you just take it kindly and just go somewhere else.
That's number one on the priority list, man. Is taking care of your kids. And setting them down.
Yeah.
But the thing is with you have empathy too.
I can. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you do.
I can.
Somebody that's in a situation somebody's in a situation like he's in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want it to be like this. It's just because I'm angry, you know, and felt disrespected, but I don't really want shit to be, you know, and I wanted to help, and yeah, I don't want shit to be bad for you. Did you get to hear the train? Is it loud enough that it came over the mic? Did you guys hear that train? No?
Yep.
I heard it.
That's awesome. I love that fucking thing. I used to hate it when I first got here. I was like, God damn, dude, train's annoying as shit. You know what I mean? But I love it. You know what's silly too is it's a good distance from me. It's not like right next to me or nothing, man. That fucking thing's like a ways.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I used to hate it, like I said, when I first. Well, not hate it. It was annoying though. When I first got here, and now I couldn't imagine without it. It's sort of soothing in a weird way.
You're in a good
That
place
makes
up there, bro. You really are.
Yeah.
You're in a
Oh,
good
where
place.
I up here off of
Oh, yeah.
Fasty?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
It's outstanding. And just think, I can go get on that silly little thing and shit. I'll be down to you. And oh wait, I think it takes like 6 hours or some dumbass shit. I don't know.
We're not that far. We're not that.
I think it's like 3.5 the last time I went, and I went to the mall or whatever, and it was badass at the mall. And then freaking out though when I was down there because I knew that this is where like LA starts. I knew like, oh my god, dude, if I keep driving, it's just gonna turn into nightmare all the way down to LA, and it's never gonna stop. So I was like, screw this shit, and then I kind of headed back, and then once it was like Chico and I can't remember what the fucking name of the other one is. It started being okay again, and then Redding, like Redding's just Redding, right? Like fuck.
Well, I could never.
You know what's cool about Redding though? My favorite thing. You know what's my favorite thing about Redding is the Sundial Bridge. You've been to that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that thing's fucking cool as shit, dude. And then at nighttime, like they do light that fucker up. I've been to a couple times where I was like, man, this is fucking cool. That was the first thing I ever saw when it was the mountain, obviously. But it was like the first thing I went and traveled to do or whatever. When like 6 years ago, the first time I came here. Yeah, I got shown the Sundial Bridge. I got shown that other bridge where they filmed Stand By Me. I guess that's around some fucking where. I can't remember now again. It's around here. And then I saw, the mountain, obviously, like I said, again. It's just because it's so profound, right? Like, you've seen it before, Vic. You know. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, can you remember what it even looks like in your mind? Like, right now, if you closed your eyes and, like, remembered what Mount Shasta looks like?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That fucker's every day, man. Like, I actually give a lot of, like, I know a lot of people say this about it, but I'm a believer like that now, too, kind of. The mountain changed me, or I changed myself, or whatever. But if the mountain has an energy, or we do, or I don't know, or the profound, I don't fucking know how to talk about this. I just know that looking at it does something to you.
Right.
Drinking its water and spending time on it will change you.
Well, nature is nature is really what's running all this, right?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. And and I think different people have different reactions to different environments.
But there's something special about it, though, sort of, because it's like a spiritual epicenter thing, and it's really weird, man. And it's like there's other mountains like it, and there's others around, but they don't quite. It's not like this.
Well, it's okay. So for me, I'm a water guy.
Yeah.
And you bring me to an ocean.
Oh yeah.
And it completely changes, my being. And
I want to go to Crescent City this summer, but I don't know if I'll quite get to. But I'd like to go to Crescent City.
Another thing is the place that really called to me was when we were in Utah.
Or
my
White
boys
Rock.
and I, and we listened to the winds, and you could hear the voices of the ancestors and the natives in the wind. And
Oh wow.
it was just such a spiritual experience, man. I mean, it was, you know, I don't even know how to really, explain it, but it just, you could just hear it. It was talking to us, you know.
That's fucking
Um,
badass, bro.
yeah, and some people may
I'll be
think,
all the way into that. My kids,
some
you know,
people are crazy.
I have to keep helping to teach them how to
They'll get it. They'll get it.
meditate. They will get it, you know. I mean, because
Yeah.
they're kids, it's hard to meditate right now.
Mm.
I have to keep coaching them, and you know, to be here and present in the moment, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard for
Yep.
them, and it's hard for me even kind of. I have ADHD fucking plus fucking turbo tax, man. It's fucking
Well,
crazy, dude.
it's just practice, and it's just
Yeah.
what do you think people got to understand about meditation. When people think meditation is just sitting there in complete silence and their mind not being taken different places, that's not really the case. Your mind is going to be taken all kinds of different places.
Yeah.
It's going with it and bringing it back. You know, that's what it's really about.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I agree with that. For me, it's a little bit different, but yeah, I agree with that. That
I
is
mean, I,
part of it, definitely.
I
I
mean, I
think it
can.
is a weird way, man. I think this is, uh, it's not a great way to explain. Whatever, it's a ninja way to explain it. Okay, is the way I heard it to me, kind of, and it makes wicked sense in my mind. There's a way I'd try to do it too. I just imagine, you know, a field of grass in the sky and some clouds and shit, right? And I recognize that the clouds are just thoughts, right? And I don't want really the clouds to be there. I recognize that they will be, and no matter what, so I let them just come and go. I don't try to grasp on any single one of them. I don't dwell on them because they'll become thunderclouds and they'll paint me a story and they'll take me away from where I want to be. Because is where I want to be is just back to that place, that green grass, the sky, and just that moment of peace and like that moment of stillness, right? That's where I want to be.
But meditation is a place that there really is no limits and there is no
That's how it
boundaries.
makes sense to me, though.
Dad,
Yeah,
I was
I mean, that you could take meditation
on
in
YouTube.
any direction that you want,
Oh, wow.
right? So it makes sense to you, or makes sense to Johnny or someone else in meditation or where they want to take it. That's their place to take it. It's like spirituality. There's no limits. There's no bound. There's
No,
no
yeah,
boundaries.
yeah. It's very personal to each person. I would say that. Yeah, for
Right? I
sure.
mean,
It's
you've
a
heard me say this
personal thing.
before. If there's a religious debate or discussion, it's very simple for me because there isn't
Yeah.
any. There isn't
Yeah,
any.
exactly.
This is what I
Yeah,
believe.
your
My
truth
higher
and your
power that I
reality
choose
is
to call.
yours.
I choose to call God, man, and that's it. My
Yeah.
God
Now we're done.
sits on the beach, man. My God's a beach bum, and when
Now
I
it's just a bunch of
meditate,
dogma
yeah,
at the rest of it, and you're just trying to
that's
get
it.
me to
Nah,
to
yeah.
conform to your idea or concede
Yeah,
or
you
whatever.
want to play around
It's
and
just
talk about
because
the
you want to
Bible and
group
all
build.
that. That's your business, man. That's your business.
It's just
You
because you
know?
want to build allegiance and group build, and it's nothing more than tribalism. So
Yeah.
it's all good. We do it all the time about lots of
Yeah, me
stuff.
and yeah, me and my higher power, man. We hang out on the beach, man. We talk about shit, and we find a common place, man, and then that's it. And
What
if
about
you
you,
have
Johnny?
that,
Do you do that?
yeah,
Meditation, yeah.
yeah.
No, I meant walk on the beach with your higher power and
No.
Nah,
oh man.
he goes a different place with it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's all
I'm
okay.
a full-blown atheist, so no.
Yeah,
What do you think about a lot of shit we've been blabbing? Because you're real quiet, Johnny, and you know I like what you say, man. But you're real fucking quiet. You don't jump in like we.
I
I mean,
I know
Part of the
exactly
reason
what
I
he's
ain't been
thinking.
jumping in is
He,
I'm hitting the 36-hour mark.
oh fuck.
I think Johnny's thinking I'm not going to put up a fucking StreamYard link anymore.
Yeah.
No, if anything would have done it, it would have been the show I did. I want to say 2-3 weeks back.
Uh-oh.
That
Oh
turned into
boy.
a fucking shit show.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I had to privatize it because of that.
Oh boy. Oh, because you got pom-pommed?
No. That one was just a bunch of shit came out that didn't need to be put into the public about other people. So I took the streams down out of courtesy. I did get porn bombed my last stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, by who? By who? Anybody we know?
No, just some random fuck.
Oh.
God damn it.
He came on here and he was using a voice changer and talking stupid. I finally said, dude, shut the fuck up. Fuck off. And he switched his avatar picture to a dick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, you motherfucker.
I don't know. I don't understand all that. But again, that's.
Asmar says if you don't trust somebody, have your mouse right above the thing that says fucking fuck off.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Have
Maybe
that
that's-
shit ready to go at a flinch, man.
Maybe that puts me in the category of the minority. I don't understand the whole.
It's pretty
porn
fucky.
thing. I don't get it,
What?
man. I don't get it.
I've spoke on it before, but it is what it is.
I
Really is.
just don't understand it. I mean, what's
You're not
the
supposed to
purpose?
understand it though.
What's the
That's
purpose
the-
of it?
That's the reason why it would work on someone like you, Vic, because
It
you're
would
trying
work-
to put purpose behind it.
Yeah, it would work on me. No, it would. Well, it wouldn't work on me because I don't have any panels. But
But if you did,
yeah, I just
It does
don't-
have a purpose. And
well, it can. There's
Yeah.
there's multi-purpose to it.
It's to take down the stream.
It can. There is also just to get a reaction out of person, and there's also what I heard Billy say. It's just clearly art, and it's
Billy-
your reaction to that shit.
Well, Billy's a fucking drunk moron, so I don't.
I talked to him the other night on his stream.
Okay.
It was great. I wasn't trolling him. I was just trying to like talk to him, play with him, and
Yeah,
trying to get him to say some crazy
he's
shit.
He's just a sick. And again, I mean, he's just drunk and sick, man.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I mean that with all.
He would listen to you say that though.
No, of course he would. I went on his stream and he was talking about Ginger Marianne, and I told him I would fuck Mrs. Howell.
Yeah, he listened to you say it too. Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, yeah, man.
It
He
was
gets
like, oh,
innocent.
yeah. No, he's
Yeah.
fucking. He's fucking out
He's
there.
a
bro.
deviant, that's
I
for
don't
sure.
know, man. I don't get it. I don't get the whole porn bomb thing. But again,
Yeah.
that's just me. It's just hey, whatever gets people off, man.
They didn't get a reaction out of me. It was just I was already ready to kick him, and I was just in there waiting.
Yeah,
And as soon as it
yeah,
happened,
do it, shit face. Yeah,
I just sat back and I just did that low level fucking troll. Shook my
I'm gonna
head and-
guess there would
goodbye.
have to be something pretty fucking out there, man, to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
I know this that Pappy dipshit. I won't let up on panel or anybody that I don't really like. I probably won't let randoms come up. I actually won't if I don't have already seen you in my chats or like right. I'm not familiar to you in the first place. No, I'm not gonna let any randoms up there. Like, just sorry.
Yeah, I
That's
just
what
don't
makes it
get-
hard
I
for me to
just
get
don't
on
get it.
panels. Is I get on shirtless and they automatically think I'm naked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're done.
They're like, this dude's already naked. He's just gonna stand up and porn.
I do get on random panels though. Like, don't get me wrong, I will do that because I don't have the shirtless issue, but
Well, I
I do
always
get
get
on
on.
panels.
I always get on hoping that Johnny's naked. That's why I got on. I came here in the first
Jesus.
and hoping he stands up because
Oh my no.
anyway. That's just probably
I for one do not approve of that message. Right? No, sir. I don't like it. Not what he said. I always love that horse. No, sir. I don't like it.
I've actually had one stream, tried to get into one stream, and they said, yeah, we're not letting you up until you stand up.
Holy shit.
I stood up, shit,
Yeah,
I was
but
wearing
make
fucking
sure you
pants,
have pants on. Yeah.
and I
I
popped
would.
in. Why don't you
I
have a
personally
shirt
would
on?
love to. I would love to see Johnny on Vegas Valley stream someday. That'd be great.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy, epic win. You see what Dave tried to do about him, right? Where he was trying to show, like, oh, Joey's the bad guy. He's got a criminal record and all fucking terrible. Like he tried
I'm
to
thinking,
just bring up all the shit.
I'm thinking this Saturday might be the fucking day, man, because I finally got a Proton account, and Dave sent me a link to get on his panel last Saturday, but I wasn't really feeling it. But I'm thinking this Saturday might be it.
Why?
I might go up this Saturday on
Oh
Dave's
God.
stream.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Have fun with that, I guess. Like, I thought we said the content, man. I thought we said, like, whatever, though, bro. Like, you do you.
Yeah.
I know where I'm gonna like watch anymore, dude. I'm not. So what's truth? And I talked about it, dude. You know how I've had like fucking just a special disdain for. It's only because that's kind of how I'd started becoming way more active in these live stream things. I didn't notice them very much before, bro. I've been on since 13, and I would watch shit, but I didn't really watch these panel things. I didn't give a fuck. I was too busy watching Tim Pool and Tucker Carlson and fucking, all kinds of shit, dude. Like Flash Gets and everything.
No, it's changed now. It's changed.
Now it's changed because I knew about these panels and, and I'm, are more aware of them. I've known about them for some time. I just didn't find much interest. But Wolverine, for some weird reason, I saw his panel one day and I was like, well, click that link, and then it was kind of a surprise to me. I'm like, wait, what? Oh fuck, wait, oh, and then I'm like, well, man, I guess I'm gonna do it, and it was like stage fright, like a motherfucker, kind of.
Yeah, I gotta tell you,
and
man,
then I fucked myself up because I went on Tommy Sotomayor in front of 10,000 people. That was awesome. So that really broke the ice.
I go way back with Wolverine, man, but he's gotten too biblical and
yeah, I can't go on his panels now.
Wolverine, the apostle, for me.
Yeah,
it's gotten weird in a different way, and that's his thing, man, and that's cool. But yeah, not for me. But now I just want to go. I'm just thinking about going up on Dave's and really laying out one time. I mean, how I feel about what he's all about, and give him a chance to rebut it, or just tell me that I'm nobody and get the hell out of here.
Could be, yeah. He could, yeah. They'll just throw you in the bait. He won't like it.
Yeah, because he sent me the link last Saturday, but I just wasn't feeling it. But I think I'm gonna go up there and just be like, "Hey, man, this is what I see. This is what's going on." If you
what do you mean? Oh, because you're on the Discord or some shit, or you're on the whatever.
What on how I got on him?
Yeah.
I got it. Well, the only way that he was going to let me up was I had to email him.
Oh Christ!
And unlike you, I didn't want him to have my regular email.
Right.
So I set up a Proton email now. And he emailed me the link on there. I sent him my email on the Proton, and he sent me the link on there last Saturday. And then once I didn't go up, he was like, "Hey, yeah, I see Vic was going to come up here, but now I see he's too much of a pussy and he's an ass kisser, Joey."
Oh, dude.
And all these things. Yeah. And it started pissing me off that he was saying those things. That's why I didn't go up because I was
they could have been upset the other day too, a little bit about this stuff too, huh? Kind of.
Yeah, because I was getting to the point of, you're calling me an ass kisser, and you don't even fucking know me. I didn't want to get all like crazy. So I think this Saturday I'm going to go up there like right away before any of that starts to be like, "Hey, this is what I think about you, motherfucker. Are you going to, address that, and we can talk about how you feel about me too, or you can just, kick me, and that's cool."
And that'll be that, yeah.
And that'll be that. And I just won't go there anymore. Yeah.
Are you gonna bring up what that girl keeps trying to bring up or whatever? There's some girl out there that says she went to school with him and he's a deviant.
Well, yeah, because I don't know if I'm going to bring up the fact that all the things that they said.
The allegations.
I'm just going to bring up the things that I see about him and that I believe are true about him. And I do believe there's something about Kim Tactic, the one that you're talking about, that has against him because you don't have that much passion and put up that much video and that much time into somebody if there's not something personal there.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not a student molested. Maybe it's not that, but what is it? There's something there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but there's something personal that that she has against you. Because again, you may not like. Let's go back. Take PDF for example, right? You don't like the guy. You got this thing, whatever. But if you're gonna keep, posting video after video, and every time the guy moves, you got something. There's something personal there, and that's what Kim.
Oh yeah,
does with this guy.
And that's not me. I just went off for a little while, and then I kind of was quiet about it for a while too.
There's something personal to put that much time and effort into it that Kim Tactic has against this guy, whatever it might be. So I'll I'm sure he'll dismiss it and whatever. But last Saturday he called me a Joey ass kisser, and that pissed me off.
Oh yeah. He would hate me because I have been on Joey's panel a few times.
But come on, man. I think I've jumped around and talked to people enough to know that I'm not an ass kisser.
No, not at all. That's what I know. You're definitely not that.
No, I've been in Joey's chats and on his panel saying I disagree with shit he does. All that doxing and calling somebody a pee-pee toucher even though they're not. That's fucked up, man. And I've told Joe that. But that's his way of doing things.
Just wondering what Johnny meant when he said hour 36. That means that you had to run a couple days now or something?
I've been up since...
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Why?
Well, I got up.
Next question.
Had to do some landscaping work before my overnight job. Worked, come home. Was supposed to do some landscaping work today. So I stayed up waiting for that fucking phone call. Got a phone call about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, we're just going to do it tomorrow.
So you stayed up all day waiting for a phone call?
Yeah.
Should have napped with your phone right next to your fucking head.
Problem is, when I go to sleep, I'm gone.
You're done.
I've had people beating on my door, and I've ended up having the cops called because my mom I was supposed to go see my mom one day, and I just didn't show up.
Oh God! And she thought, my poor Johnny.
She called. She come over here. She knocked on the door. No answer. I was living alone at the time. So she called the fucking cops, said that they needed to do a wellness check on me. Cops start beating on the fucking door. I finally wake the fuck up and answer the door. We were just about to break this door down.
Whoa.
I'm like, thank God you didn't. I'd have to replace the motherfucker.
Or replace the door, right?
Well, why haven't you been answering? I was asleep.
So I have a question. If you've been up all these hours, what are you doing hosting this stream with
this late?
Trinity and me here?
I was bored, and I'm barbecuing.
Wow. And you're barbecuing when you're delirious tired? Hell yeah, brother. I love you, homie.
Right.
I do some weird shit, but I am going to end it here soon.
You know what? I like to get fucked up and do fucked up shit sometimes too, bro.
I don't blame you, man.
I know I've been up too late because I've only taken 2 drinks of that fucking whiskey or that moonshine, and I feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, 36 hours and a couple of shots, man. There's no telling what could happen.
Oh, yeah.
Can't even believe you're still functioning enough to tell us stories about it.
It's the shit I'm drinking is that store-bought moonshine bullshit.
Oh, yeah. You gotta hit up Elmer Skaggs, man. He's got the real shit.
It's only 70%. So it's lightweight shit.
Only. If Ninja Drink it, it'd fucking knock him on his ass. And he's like, it's only.
Well, I deal usually with corn whiskey.
No.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
fucking-
I can almost smell alcohol and get a buzz, man. Like that's how like little I do it.
But I don't drink that often. So when I drink, I want to make it worth it.
Like I'm literally not fucking with you. It is seriously one drink, and I can tell that's alcohol. Like I already feel something, and then by like I'm not even fucking around. A half a beer, a full beer. Oh yeah, most assuredly, man. There's a buzz. It's not really like hardcore or nothing. It's like that first time you smoked a cigarette or something, or that first time you like you smoke some shitty weed. Right?
got there,
You
Johnny?
definitely
What's
know
up?
that you're off kilter and fucked.
Oh, that looks.
I've had this since Thursday.
oh.
This is the moonshine.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's still almost full.
Well, that's just yeah. You want that one that's like, Elmer's got. It shakes it. There's a bazillion bubbles in it. Looks like 7-Up.
Yeah.
No, I want that shit that I could go ahead and throw in my car and
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Cap loot of it and you're fucking blind. Mm-hmm. That's the kind that I can literally smell and be fucking floored.
I have access to some, but I don't feel like driving 2 hours.
Oh, no.
Because to get it, I have to drive 2 hours, fuck this chick, then I can get the moonshine and come back.
I guess my next question is like why you're barbecuing and drinking when you're delirious tired, but I already know the answer. I like to party. And it's all good, bro. Yeah.
I'm Johnny Long Rifle. Come on, what do you think?
Yeah, yes, dude. I love too, man, when like you know why I've said that to you before, you damn degenerate and shit. It's just because that's the jabs that they've tried to throw at you, you know what I mean? Like it was a jab at me for hanging out with a fellow low,
I think
fucking degenerate.
I think when people say living their best life, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's not what somebody else's best life is. It's what your best life is, right?
Yeah, it's us all about.
Yeah, and that's it. If not sleeping and drinking and grilling up something, that's your best life. That's it.
Johnny ain't got no damn kids. He ain't got to be responsible for no one except for his own damn self, right?
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Is that it, Johnny? You're responsible for you and you alone?
Yep.
Well, then there you fucking go. God bless, brother. You know what? God bless. I hope that we can talk to you enough until you're goddamn belligerent tired. You walk right straight in that room after you eat your food and you be like, I am done and I'm glad I talked to, Vic and Ninja. And
whatever people's best life is what there is, man. Some people think their best
I'm
life
glad to be part of it, brother.
Being a corporate superstar and stock trader and all that. That's their best life. God bless them, man. Some people think it's being a beach bum, being homeless. That might be their best life.
I met them.
I'm delirious enough that I don't know what I've done with my spatula. It's going to
get
very
interesting. Oh no, the missing spatula.
What's on the grill anyway, man? You're making me hungry. Oh shit.
Oh, somebody just came up on panel.
Yeah, what up, Dora?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, we're not sure. You tell us. You tell us what's up.
I'm still going.
What are you barbecuing?
Oh,
yeah, that's what we were asking. I think
I got chicken and burgers going on the grill.
Wow.
Oh,
chicken and burgers. Fuck, you really do like to party.
Within the next week, I got an order for a brisket. I just got to wait for him to bring it.
sounds yummy.
Oh, you guys have all heard Johnny brag about that damn brisket before, haven't you? If not, go ahead, please. You sell us on that damn brisket.
It's an award-winning brisket, man. I've got.
You guys got to hear this story he's got too. Johnny's the best.
Winning.
Yeah. Go ahead, Johnny. Please. I'll shut the fuck up.
Well, depending on which award you're wanting me to tell the story of.
Wow.
Fucking anyone, bro. You tell anything you fucking want, man. I'm already sitting back, shut the fuck up. Now you made me sit back up and fucking unmute to just tell you to shut the fuck up. Or I mean me to shut the fuck up. Like, damn, bro. Go.
How many awards have you won for the brisket?
Fucking lots.
My briskets have gotten,
let's just say, rave reviews.
I want to say it's 12 different awards. just doing little competitions around here, and then I got the what I'm calling my national award because I did a barbecue cook-off at the Gathering of the Juggalos back in 2019, and I fucked everyone.
Those are the real awards, brother.
Because not only did I do it on a brand new Weber kettle pit, I did it in a C-string.
Did you guys hear the amazing detail in his story right there?
Pristine,
he said.
Using the box the Weber came in as a table. And with people voting, not even just judges, random motherfuckers coming up and trying the shit. And I was still in the C-string when I was serving. And they still voted for my shit.
Damn.
And for those of us who don't know, and that's probably me, what the fuck is this? I don't want to know what a C-string is. Never mind. I think I just figured that shit out. Never fucking know.
It's half of a G-string.
I didn't. Yeah, I instantly regretted the question as soon as I started saying the question, but I was kind of committed in that.
Just think of a
foolishness.
sock with a string. That's it.
You know, like when you step in dog shit and you don't like immediately realize that you did, and you're kind of full committed to the step, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, hold it.
Yeah.
So you were barbecuing in nothing but half of a G-string,
Yes.
and you won the best brisket.
Yes.
Okay.
Going up against.
Now it's possible that people like me would have voted for the brisket just for seeing you in half of the
I mean,
that's what I've been looking for all this time that we've been on panels together, is seeing you in half of a G-string.
No.
I mean,
Well, that silenced the crowd.
yeah, yeah.
There's actually video footage of me doing the cook-off.
Oh, fantastic!
God.
Let's see that. Somebody post that.
Oh my fuck! I value my eyesight, bro. Like
Oh yeah, put it up, man.
Let me find it in the timestamp. So it's like a 4-hour video.
Yes. Oh yes. And just so Mama Dora understands this completely, I am a heterosexual man, but I've been looking forward to seeing Johnny Charcoal in a G-string up until now. Now it's half a G-string. And
oh my God.
And I refer.
I, as a heterosexual man, would like to strongly disagree with everything that Vic has said.
And I refer to him as
on my own accord.
Long rifle, but that's only out of
speculation, hearsay, slander. Objection, Your Honor.
And
jealousy.
I just came in to see how y'all are doing.
This and more. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are we all
Let's
doing?
see. Just found out that a certain stalker has found me.
Cool.
On Facebook.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, don't cool nice that, man. I was like, wait, what? And you're all like, cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Damn it, Vic.
Oh, that's not good?
To have a stalker find you on fucking Facebook?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have Facebook, but
is this not good to have a stalker fucking find you, Vic?
I don't know. I don't have any stalkers either.
Well, then then it's not probably appropriate response to be like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
Damn, bro.
And it's an unwanted stalker. You know what I'm saying?
See?
Like one I don't want.
Yeah, see?
Oh.
You didn't hear that in her voice already when she brought it up? Dang, Deanback.
Oh.
Bro,
So
we've been homies a long time. You know what I mean?
So now what happens, Mama Dora?
Yeah, let's go. What we hear? What's the action?
What?
Well, besides that.
You blocked him, okay.
Did you spray paint him in the face?
Well, he hasn't met me in real life, so I don't think that's gonna happen. And if it does, he's shorter than me, so all I gotta do is just hit him really well. He'll be knocked out. It's okay.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Yes.
Hey, here we wait. Oh,
That's
I gotta look
cooking
away.
setup.
You just tell me what you see, and I'm not looking at this.
I see a guy in a backpack so far.
Well, no, that's my cooking setup right there. This is my ice chest.
Can you zoom that in a little bit, please? I got terrible eyes. Okay, fine. Your word for it. There's a dude in a backpack. I see him. He's like got black.
Let me do this.
I see the grill.
Is that like a crashed airplane in the back or some shit? The fuck is it? Oh, cool.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Fuck
that is
even
better.
happened here, bro? Like, holy shit, is this a crime scene? Oh, wait, that's an RV or a back of a fifth wheel or some shit. Oh, and there's a tent.
It's an RV.
Oh,
This is the Gathering of the Juggalos 2019.
yeah, all right. Oh, now I know why it's a mess. All right.
That's my camp. That's my little
Oh.
setup right there. For
Hey, that's pretty nice. Oh, that's your fifth wheel in your tent?
No, the gray and red tent is mine. The fifth wheel is one of the people that I was cooking with.
Oh,
There
there
you
you go. Oh, there we go. Yes.
Oh, wait, is this the part where we're going to
Oh my
say,
God.
I'm good. You're going to P-bomb your own stuff. I'm good. I'm not watching them.
But yeah, that was.
You skipped it. You're good.
Go back.
I didn't skip.
No,
it.
now it goes back.
Yeah, go back, man.
Oh God.
All I see now is
This is on fucking YouTube already. Holy shit. Oh, well, there's nothing wrong then.
Well, I saw Johnny.
I guess you said you got it in a sock or something or a straw or I don't know. So I guess. I mean, I don't know what you used to cover that thing.
Yeah.
You brag about it all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. We're all having a good time, and then here comes.
A little further up.
Look like a tube sock with a hacky sack attached to it, huh? Oh God. Here, that's just for you though, man. I'm not Vic. I'm gonna turn my.
I know it's coming up.
Oh, cool.
Look like a great fucking time though, man.
Oh, it was a great time.
It's coming up over here too.
Yeah. This dude kind of looks like a guy who would. Game over two. Oh yeah, did he fucking sponsor this for you or something?
Game over.
No. Okay, I did skip it. I skipped over. It's right after this. I said, you see my setup there?
I did. Yep, I saw you right there for a second.
That's all the people I was camping with who tried to stay as far away from me as possible.
Yep, all fully clothed, not interested.
I mean, you are running around
There
with your.
we go.
And
there it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
there you go.
Oh my God.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right on, brother. Yeah, right there is your little grill that you made the briskets on. Yeah, right here. You're gonna show them off. Me, get my biscuits. Huh. Right, what up, big homies? I'm smashing a Fago. About to smash into this brisket that this weirdo just made. It's gonna be great, y'all.
Yeah. I actually missed an opportunity to meet Tom Woods because of that C string.
Oh. Well, you had to wear it, though. You were full committed, brother. I commend you as a true American and as a patriot.
It started off as a joke.
Oh.
I mean,
we were doing.
I saw nothing funny there.
We were doing panels about this fucking barbecue cook-off months ahead of time.
And it was an internet dare, would you say?
And no, it started off as everyone's talking shit because we're all from different barbecue states.
Yeah,
and we're taking pride in our own state. I was like, dude, I'm fucking Texan. Y'all ain't got a fucking chance. And I told him, I told him every fucking handicap I was gonna give him. I said, I ain't buying people set up. I'm gonna use a brand new pit. And I said, fuck it. I'll do it in my underwear.
Oh man.
And someone popped up, you should do it in a Speedo. I said, I'll do better than that. I'll wear a fucking C string. And my fans heard about this on Chatterbait, and they bought me the C string.
You know, Kansas City is known for some god dang pretty good barbecue too, though. You know, just gonna tell you, I'm gonna put that out there. It ain't all about Texas in your damn rub. All right.
Texas,
Just because you guys rub on it, that's not really barbecue. All right. I mean,
Texas
it is.
owns barbecue.
It's about the sauce.
Fuck you and your sauce.
Ah, man. See, that's why people don't talk about barbecue.
All right.
I know you
I
like
like
rubs. It's all right. You rub it, and it's all good, man. You're damn rubber, and that's fine. And it tastes good. I'm saying, man. And you know, you got the flavor and the spices, and but it's about the sauce, bro. If you don't make a goddamn mess and it ain't all over your hair and face and fucking, you don't look like a toddler. You've been eating these damn things, then I'm sorry, friend. It's not barbecue.
No, that's
I
with
came in-
ribs.
I came into this evening loving Johnny Charcoal. And I'm gonna go out of here loving him even more.
Oh my god.
It's that simple.
I wore that C string for 4 days.
Oh God!
Oh.
Whoa!
Well,
Holy smokes! Man.
At the gathering of the Juggalos with 10,000 people.
Wow!
Damn.
Yes.
we had to show that Wee Willie to everyone.
Oh yes.
Free Willie.
Not only did that give me front page news.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But it got you 6 viewers on YouTube and 3 comments. Fuck yeah, man.
It also,
Uh-oh.
I mean, I sold the motherfucker. I made money on that bitch.
Whoa, man!
I would too if it was that good. Shit.
Oh, God.
They bought it for 10.
Wait a minute, hold it.
The C string for $10.
Well, you sold the G string, the
I
barbecue.
No,
what was under the G string?
No, the brisket was for a
Brisket
cook-off.
was free.
Yeah, the
He's
brisket.
saying
was for
he
a
sold
charity.
his C string or whatever.
I sold the C string for
Yeah,
$75.
How about what was under the C string? That's what I'm interested in.
Oh
I
God.
I
$10
did it
or
for
$75?
to draw a dick on my dick.
Oh yes, there you go. Oh, how about
Because
the rub it? How about the rub it dick on your dick? That's again. That's
I had a sign
Kinda where I'm
walking
at.
around the gathering. I want to say it was day 3, maybe day 4. It said, "Draw a dick on me for $1,"
Oh my God.
Alrighty then.
and I made $27.
Alrighty then.
Oh God, I'll give you.
It only
10
had 2 dicks drawn on me.
Oh, I love Johnny.
Man, this guy rolled up with a van and it said free candy.
Oh,
You know, he walked up and he was like, "Hey, you know, I'll give you a piece of candy if you come in the van." He's like, "Shit, give me the whole bag. I'll come in your face.
oh.
Give me the whole bag, right?"
Whew.
Huh, Johnny? I think that's how you would have been. Shit.
And it may have hooked me
Oh,
up with another chick.
Yes.
That C string.
No.
Play with other
Oh.
people.
So,
Mine?
Johnny, did you read what I wrote to you in the
Yeah,
private?
I read it.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I didn't read it yet, but I'm gonna
Oh.
read it.
If
No,
I
it wasn't
find
for
out
you.
I'm gonna read it
that
now.
info is
No,
out and
family.
about and people know about it, I'm gonna have a fit. I
Oh,
will.
Well,
That's
he
okay.
has been charged with cyber stalking before.
No.
That's what I'm saying. He's already proving to me that he's nothing but that.
That the shit that people are saying about him is true.
Yep.
And if you, unfortunately, one of my friends, he pops on here every now and then, chose the name The Stalker. He
That's
made
an ICP thing, though, too.
He made a little clip on the gnome.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Of him contradicting himself.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
He's popped off saying, right when all the shit with him and CPN happened, that he fucked CPN's wife, and then turned around on another stream. Nothing happened between us. I didn't fuck her. And then he's come up recently again saying he's fucked her.
And apparently in court, she said, and I quote, that she was having an affair with.
Yeah, but that shit was happening before they got separated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, an affair. That's what you would call it here.
Yeah, that's how come CPN ended up getting tricked twice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which is why I said that should actually help him out a lot, especially here in Virginia.
Oh yeah.
They don't like adulterers here in Virginia. You're screwed if you get caught.
Yeah, Trinity, Vic, y'all have been dealing with y'all's drama on y'all's end. We deal with juggalo drama.
That's fucked up. Well, it could be juggalo drama, man. I mean, I guess, but just I can't believe that too much. Like, I guess though, right?
Well,
Oh no, all this shit that's happening right now was filmed on live stream.
Nice.
Him going to jail, we don't really know how he hit him with the hammer yet. That wasn't filmed. We were told, story on one side, story on the other so far.
well, the story stayed the same. He got hit in the head with a hammer.
Why did he get hit with
but then he still says that his life was attempted upon twice.
Buddy of ours, CPN,
okay,
has a bunch of online trolls. One decided it was a good idea to come to his house.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
This is after making physical threats, popping up on one stream saying that someone we know is going to jail by Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Popped up on another stream, said the same thing, and showed that he was in CPN's wife's house.
Oh, terrible idea.
Then he shows up at CPN's house.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
CPN went outside with a fucking hammer and clocked him in the fucking head.
Got it.
And the reason why he did that was because the gnome was basically, I'm going to call him the gnome because that's what he is to me. The gnome basically started screaming, "I'm fucking your wife. I'm fucking your wife."
Yeah.
Okay.
Says he was a therapist.
I don't know.
He took the hammer out because CPN has no training in fighting, and the troll is, I believe, ex-Navy. So he's had some training.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying up to SEAL level, but he's had some fighting training.
Right. And he's gone on and said that he's fucking this guy's wife and then showed up at his house?
Yeah.
He showed up at his house yelling that.
Saying he fucked his wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I've been divorced 3 years, and I wouldn't suggest showing up at my house and saying you're fucking my ex-wife. So,
they weren't divorced yet.
Let alone if you're showing,
CPN and his wife are not divorced yet.
Well, yeah, that's just a bad idea, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest it. If you're a Navy SEAL or
and then
regular SEAL or whatever you are, let's just don't do it.
The stupid gets stupid.
Grab this cup little thing down here.
Wow. It gets crazier than that?
CPN got arrested for that. Malice wounding and assault, basically.
Okay. Sure.
Gets released about 3 hours later.
Oh, no.
Within an hour of being released, he's back in jail because he decided to go to his wife's apartment, and kick the troll out.
Yikes.
Because it was his legal marital residence.
Right.
So CPN could be there, which is why he's not charged with trespassing and breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm.
But he went back to jail because he got involvement with somebody he had a violent crime against recently.
Right. Wow.
Then the troll proceeded to threaten anybody associated with CPN. Did a general threat for everybody, and then singled out one chick that that me and CPN are friends with, and said that he's just gonna have the homegirls gang rape her.
Oh, here we go again.
Yep. I remember that part.
And then blames the fact he's got a mild concussion and he wasn't thinking straight when he said that.
Because he got hit in the hammer by the other guy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, the way the hammer hit was explained, CPN hit him in the head with a hammer, and it flew out of his hand, which means he didn't have a good grip on it. Which means he wasn't trying to kill him.
Right. But who initially thinks this is a good idea to show up at a man's house screaming, "I'm fucking your wife"?
Apparently he did.
Yeah.
Oh.
He basically planned it all from the start, bro. Like, he wanted CPN to come out and do something. He wanted to put CPN in jail.
Got it. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it.
When they put
And
threats
now
out
he's cyber stalking my ass.
Oh, there's the same guy that's cyber stalking you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
He just found me on Facebook, and I blocked him as soon as I could.
And what's your quote-unquote relationship to all this?
I just am a co-host on Blue Stream, and I just don't like Chuck.
Oh, okay.
He
I don't
acts
care.
like he's superior to everyone when he has his own faults.
Yeah, I don't care much for Chuck either. Yeah.
Well, Chuck's the no.
CPN, and like I always say, CPN did wrong too.
Yeah.
I'm basically saying both of them are at fault, but I just don't like Chuck anyway. So.
And CPN did wrong because he hit him with the hammer.
Yeah, CPN's the one hit. I mean, the hammer hit I say was justified.
Yeah,
It was justified.
Because there were threats on his life,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the dude showed up at his house.
Right.
But going the one where I find it at fault for him and he did wrong was going to his ex's or
Well,
not ex-wife but his wife's house and starting the whole thing like.
But you don't understand what kind of mindset that this gentleman was in though at that time.
He was already in a bad mindset. It was already like.
Right. There's something we talked about earlier in my separation, divorce / child custody situation. I mean, if somebody did something like that to me, and again, even now, maybe again showed up here and be like, "Hey, I started screaming outside my house that I'm with your ex-wife." I've told these guys I don't have cameras, I don't have guns, I don't even lock my door. I'd say, "Oh, that's interesting. Come on in and let's talk about it. I'll put on a pot of coffee and we'll talk about what you're doing with my ex-wife." And that might be the last time you ever see that person.
No.
You know, because that's just where people go with that, right? I mean, especially you're saying that somebody's at my place with my wife, engaging in this. Yeah, I might show up and do some pretty wild things.
I agree with Dora on that fact. I understand why he went back, because he was in his feels and he was in a fucked up state of mind.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
fucked up.
But it still don't make it right.
No, it doesn't make it right.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't make it right.
That's why I said he fucked up, because he could have let it go. He could have went home, went to court for his malicious wounding stuff, and then he could have gotten out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Instead, he's been locked up for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes crimes of passion, though, I mean, aren't explainable.
Yeah.
And where people are in their mindset, you just don't know. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying I can understand it, because when you're talking about fucking somebody, you're saying I'm fucking your wife, I'm fucking your ex-wife, I'm now the father of your kids. I mean, any kind of crazy shit like that puts people in some wild mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've already told
Sorry.
him, I'm not inviting nobody over to my fucking house, but I'm warning you, if you show up, Dead men don't press charges.
Mm-hmm.
I will shoot your ass.
Well, that's disappointing for me. What if I just want to see you in the G-string in person?
Oh my God.
Can we work that out?
But you've made no threats to me.
No threats at all, man.
That's what, you've
I
made
love
no threats to
Johnny.
me.
Oh, absolutely
That's
not.
the difference. These guys have made
Well,
generalized, generalized
Well,
threats to the group of friends that I'm with.
There you go.
You know the good part about it all is it still has my old living area, so we're good.
There you go. So he's gonna show up at somebody else's house and be like, "Hey, here I am." And that.
You better be careful. Where I used to live, everybody has some kind of weapon.
Yep. Everybody's armed except me.
Especially here where I live. You show up, I scream.
Just so Mama Dora knows, these innuendos and things that I'm throwing to Johnny, we're just playing around. I'm really not interested in him sexually.
She's used to it because I go on Blue Stream all the time.
Okay,
and she can attest. People in that stream talk more about my dick than I do.
Yes, that's very true. They asked me like, "Hey, have you seen his big dick?" And I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Why do I even want to know?"
my nickname for him has been Johnny Long Rifle, and I haven't I haven't seen it because I think that's funny. But no, this idea of people threatening you and saying they're going to show up in your house and that's where Trinity and with this Dr. Dave and all that nonsense kind of came into play and Vegas and all that it was all kind of fun and games, and then somebody showed up at Dave's place and I was like, whoa guys, I don't know what kind of games you guys are playing, man, but don't fucking show up over here. And I'll tell you right now, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of somebody showing up at my house like that. But what does a skunk do when he's afraid? You know, I'm
afraid, bro.
Yeah, I'm scared. If I look outside the window and I see motherfuckers I don't know filming my house, I'm going to be scared. Well, the next thing is somehow, some way, I'm going to get the advantage of that, and you motherfuckers are going to be scared. And you know, if you're fucking threatening me, and the fact that I have kids, no, you guys are just fucking sick, and then something bad is going to happen, and that's it. So I'm sorry when you first came on here that I made light of the fact that somebody's found you on Facebook and all that. I mean,
you're fine.
Yeah, I don't agree with any of this kind of nonsense, man, because
I don't agree with him either. Trust me.
Yeah, what people don't understand is, I mean, some of this, you know, turns into real life shit, like you guys were talking about. You're gonna come up here and you're gonna talk all these.
Yeah, it's kind of
show up, and
that's why I've been quiet, because it's freaking me out about the shit why I think I've been watching my cameras.
Yeah, some motherfucker's gonna come up and be like, "Hey, I'm fucking your wife, motherfucker." Okay, well now I'm out here. What do we get? Let's go. Somebody's not walking out of here.
What the fuck is Chuck gonna say? What the fuck is this dog gonna say when he comes over my house? I'm fucking your husband. I'm feeling good. He needs a good time.
Well, yeah. There you go. I'm fucking your wife. Hey, at least somebody is.
Make sure to pleasure the balls.
There you go.
I'm serious. Like, what is he gonna tell out in the world? Like, hey, I know you have an OnlyFans. Like, okay, and half of Virginia has an OnlyFans.
I'm gonna laugh if they come over here trying to say they fucked my ex-roommate.
Yeah,
I'll just look at it. Hey, so is half of this fucking city. My ex roommate was an escort. So yeah.
I get it now. I get it now.
Oh shit.
So big whoop.
Oh man.
Damn.
So we're what state are you in, Mama Dora, if you don't mind me asking?
Hold up. Even though I probably said it many times on stream,
Oh,
but
no,
I'm not.
if you don't want to say, it's okay. It's all right. I'm just curious.
I got you. I got you. I wrote it in private
Okay.
in the private
That's
chat.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious. I'm just always curious where people are from. I'm out in California.
Yeah, we're Cali. We're Cali kind.
Oh, okay.
I'm NorCal. He's SoCal.
Yeah. No, I'm Central Valley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fine. Here, Central Cal.
Central Valley.
So now,
Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny, man? Trinity.
Even though you weirdos in the Bay try to claim NorCal, but you're not.
Can I have a Nutella sandwich?
Yeah, well, that's a matter of opinion, but
What?
it's different.
Fuck
There's no
yeah.
Trinity that Megan, who I think he knows from Dave and Joey and all that. She actually grew up in my home in the town that I live. I say my hometown, the town I live in now. I lived in San Francisco for the first 30 years of my life, so that might explain some of my affinity for Johnny. But who knows?
She's still on.
Ooh.
Yep, there it is.
I just flipped the burgers, so
But
my hands are still good. At 36 hours no sleep, a little bit of alcohol in my system, and I can't find my spatula.
And we were trying to tell him before you got on here that, well, maybe it's time to shut this down, man. It's just
Yeah, I'm almost delirious. I can't imagine how you must feel. And I did sleep.
Me too. And I took a nap, and I don't drink, and
Right.
I'm still feeling a little weird.
Mm.
Maybe that's my problem, man. That's what I'm gonna do, man. Starting tomorrow, I'm just not gonna sleep anymore. I start flipping burgers with my hands and no shirt, flipping burgers with my hand and no sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where I've been making my mistakes.
I can tell I'm getting old because back in the day I'd pull a 4-day stretch and still be good.
Hmm. Well, many years ago, I did 7 days straight on acid, and that was something else. And for those of you who've done LSD, you have to keep doubling up the dosage to keep the high going. And so I took a lot of tabs of acid in a 7-day stretch with no sleep.
Yeah, you were running on the delirium phase.
Yeah. From like day 3 through 7. But it was a hell of a spring break, man. I'll say that. Or at least they tell me it was. I don't know, man. But it was, man. That was
worst trip I had was 2018 gathering. I don't know what was on that blunt, but I lost 6 hours.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I remember hitting the blunt as I was walking up to my car. And then the next thing I know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting at a buddy's campsite, sitting across from Satan.
Yeah.
It ended up being a guy dressed as Satan, but he was an evil motherfucker. He was giving away Viagra and holy condoms.
Oh boy.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He poked holes in condoms and was giving them away. And was being honest about it. They're holy condoms.
Holy condoms.
Went off to go party with Satan, and we lost him to Jesus. A dude dressed up as Jesus met up with him, and then they went and walked off in another direction. We're like, fuck it.
Oh, jeez.
It's the kind of shit you only at the gathering.
Yeah, I lost a lot of days and nights to LSD and booze, but yeah, that staying up a week like that, man, that was fucking crazy. 'Cause anytime it was like, oh man, we're crashing out. Yeah, let's just take more and keep it going. Fuck.
What you said? Crash and burn. That's the name of his
I was up
stream. I think.
fucking a week straight on that shit, man.
Yeah.
And that's why I stopped, man. I switched over to shrooms, and that went horribly wrong too, and that was the end of those fucking days.
It's because you weren't microdosing, bro.
Oh man, yeah. And then the only time I ever smoked crack was with a hooker in an hourly rate motel in San Francisco. Man, I picked up this hooker and she was like, "Yeah, let's go smoke crack," and I was so fucked up. I was like, "Yeah, let's go do it." And oh man, that got out of hand.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. I walked out of that fucking place out on the Mission Street on 7th and Mission, man. Ask Autotron about that spot, man. 17th and Mission. I walked out there fucking high on crack. At the first time I ever smoked it in my life, man. And I swore.
Hippie said he did it and shit before, and I never did that.
I swore that.
Jesus, actually, compared to some people's stories, man, I'm a good boy. Holy shit! I always thought I was so bad.
Well, the issue was I was so fucked up, man. I thought that all these people were just coming at me, and they weren't. They were just doing like their own thing, but I thought everybody was coming at me. So I was like fending off everybody.
Right.
Oh man. That was
truth was is you just couldn't take criticism very well.
Well, I don't know, man. My thing is if you pick up a hooker, don't go into a fucking hourly rate motel and smoke crack with her, even if she tells you it's a good idea. If it's not.
No, it's not a good idea.
No.
As far as life decisions go, I wouldn't advise this.
Yeah, no, it was a bad idea. But man, walking out onto that street, man. I don't. Yeah, again, I don't know how I didn't end up in a worse situation than I did. I just managed to fucking understand what was going on and just keep moving down the street and getting out of there till I could just get out of there.
You know what? At the end of the day, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I survived. It was an experience.
You did what you did. You survived. It was experiences, and you learned from it. And you were supposed to probably be doing that shit because you didn't understand some shit. So
that's it. I'm never anywhere by mistake, man. I was.
Now you learned for a bunch of shit.
I'm here for a reason. I've met all you guys for a reason. You're all going to leave my life at some point for a reason. That's how I believe it. I may never come across, Mamador again, man, and that's okay because we did tonight. And I may never come across Johnny or Trey. Who knows what's going to happen from here. I only know two things, man. There's only two absolutes that I can say. At some point, I'm gonna cease to exist, and if I don't take the first drink, I won't get drunk. Other than that, it's all speculation.
And you got to pay your taxes.
Nah, not necessarily.
They say that death and taxes.
Nah.
I've got to cook Delirious more often.
Why?
Yeah, what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Is that my piece right there? Because that looks amazing.
Same with the burgers. I normally burn the motherfuckers.
Nah. Oh,
and they're perfectly done this time.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah. That's because you dawdled over them with great care and rivers.
It's because I'm fucked up. I'm fucking not in my mind. I'm not thinking about it.
There you go.
Maybe that's how you should cook for now on. Not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also another reason I did the stream, because I knew being on here, if people jumped on, it would keep me awake.
Well, you need to eat something and then go 9 nights again.
Well,
you know?
you're welcome, Johnny. You're welcome.
Thank y'all. That's actually the plan. Is now that it's all done, I'm about to go eat
Hell yeah.
alcohol.
I just need to know one thing. What kind of sauce are you going to put all on it?
No sauce.
None.
None.
Oh, man.
On the
Yeah,
chicken, none.
if you gotta put sauce on it, they ain't cooked properly.
Oh, man. You guys.
It could be cooked properly. It's not seasoned properly.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, my gosh.
all right, guys. I'm gonna jump out of here, man. Johnny, thank you for allowing me to be on your panel. Mama Dora, it was a pleasure sharing some time with you.
Pleasure
Trinity.
sharing time with you too.
Hey, Trinity, you know how I feel about you, my brother, and I will catch you.
I know. You've shared it many times.
I will catch you guys on the stream somewhere. Until then, much love.
Hasta mañanas.
Next
You're
time
always
you guys
welcome
have
up,
an
man.
opportunity to smile at somebody do it, it might be the only one they get that day.
All right. Yeah. Now
I think, yeah, me too. Enjoy your food, buddy.
yeah, I'm about to bounce.
Yeah.
Oh,
Enjoy
Yeah.
your food and you have a good night.
I will.
yep. Whoop, whoop. Later, bro.
Later.
Later.
All right. This has been Crash and Burn, a very successful one. Good night.